I mean, what are you talking about? Football's already, you don't need to grow football anymore. I think you need to grow the idea that high school football players in Arkansas can go play for the Razorbacks. That's what a generation grew up believing. And I'm not saying it hasn't always been true. The truth is it has always been that way. But I think the public perception perhaps has changed in that regard. And I think what he's doing there is good. Now, look, if you go out there and you're full of in-state kids and nothing changes, maybe that's not the way to go. But I honestly think, Bart, what he's doing right now, I think long term, I think this benefits a lot of people. I just put it that way.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Bo. Thanks for tuning in. Hang out with Chuck and I every weekday morning from 6 to 9 a.m. live on YouTube or Twitter. Or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Sorry to disappoint the media, but very rarely do I bring up the media in team meetings about motivation. It's hour 2 of practice. We're not thinking about what the media voted us, right? Hopefully we all practice pissed off, right? Hopefully we all want to be great.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You're just talking.
No.
You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheats, steals.
It's a real talk show host.
Live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hog fan, be a Hog fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Game on the line. King, he's going to step up. Pumps, runs, goal line. Is he in? Yes! Carolina wins! Haynes King, king of the night.
I don't know if Haynes King will play it down in the regular season, but he won Bart some money last night, and that's the first thing I thought about when I opened my eyes this morning and looked at my feed and saw that touchdown run by Haynes King. He's your favorite player this morning, Bart.
Yeah, sure is. Sure is.
Get the jersey.
Yeah, you love to see it. You love to see it. I watched the game last night.
Did you stay up till the finish?
Absolutely.
Oh, you stayed up to the end of the Hall of Fame game.
Well, I had to, man. It was in doubt.
Oh my God.
It was in doubt. I had to.
When's the last time you had a bet?
On football?
That was the first one since the last game of last year, right?
It just seems like maybe it's been a while.
Since the World Cup.
First football game, American football,
Yeah.
since the Super Bowl, I guess, though,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But most of your action comes around football.
Yeah, I mean, college basketball, obviously I get involved with that.
Were you betting on those games in the Bahamas?
There were no lines on the games in the Bahamas that I knew of.
Now,
Bart's been itching to get some action.
Well, the word on the street is that Bart actually had a second bet on the game last night that he didn't tell us about.
Well,
when you have the bets that only you know about, that's when the red flags start coming up.
I
But
don't typically share. This was a bet I made later in the day.
Oh, okay.
After we had left the air. This was not.
and
something
what was
I
that
had.
one? What was that one?
It was just a little parlay.
Oh, this is like the guy. I'm not going to tell you where I caught all
No, it was
these
just
fish.
it was just a little parlay.
Yeah.
It was the Panthers money line, and for each team to have over 300 yards of total offense.
Wow, Bart. Opening
that-
night, Hall of Fame
Sharp
game.
as a tack.
Yes, mid-season 4.
Sharp as a tack.
I don't even know who's playing, when they're playing.
Yeah, I was thinking
I've
Haynes
been waiting a long time for a football
I
game,
know you
man.
have. I was trying to, Haynes King, Texas A&M. It's like, no, he went to Georgia Tech. He was at Georgia Tech at the end, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. And now he's Bart's hero for a day.
Later in the day.
Yes.
I was kind of, thinking about it.
Yeah.
I was like, I need some more.
analyzing my wager and thought,
You think I got enough on there? I think
I'm
I need some more.
gonna get a little greedy right here.
Look, we got to wait another week for more football. So Get it while you can, right?
Yeah. Well, you got it.
Oh, yeah.
You were all over.
2-0 on opening night.
That's right.
Why don't you recap the game for us?
Yeah.
How was it?
In great detail.
It was a preseason NFL game, guys. It was not the prettiest football at times.
But you watched the whole game.
But I didn't sit. I wasn't sitting there locked into it. It was on, And
But
I
you
was
were up for
watching
the
at
end.
it. Yes.
When it
yes.
when it got to the gambling stage of the game.
Correct.
You tuned
When it was
in.
on the line.
Yeah.
Correct.
When the money was on the table,
that-
so to speak.
That's right.
They called it like it was the Super Bowl.
Carson Beck. Carson Beck looked like a competent quarterback.
He was slinging it, man.
Did he throw the first pass?
No, he did not. He threw a couple of hospital balls, but other than that, he looked like a competent quarterback.
What's a hospital ball? A
When
wounded duck?
you lead
like a medicine ball.
when you lead your receiver directly into a defensive player,
Okay.
and your receiver just
That was
gets
Peyton
destroyed.
Manning's, Peyton Manning's specialty.
Yeah, Peyton Manning threw a lot of hospital balls in his career.
Well, you got to throw the ball.
He
where the
expected
guy
you to
is.
go catch it, though.
That's right.
Yeah. So those are pretty much my takeaways.
Well, I was going to say, it sounds like it was a great night for you.
It was a
and
preseason NFL game, man.
so you're probably
a
working
lot of
on
guys
what?
who will not be playing
Did Felipe
in the NFL.
Franks get out there at all?
He caught a couple of balls.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have some money on that.
I did not know. No, I am. I draw the line. The line's always got to be somewhere, Chuck.
Have you noticed, though, Bart, minimal sleep, stays up late to watch the game, incredibly chipper this
Jubilant.
morning. I mean, that's the power of winning. Winning changes everything.
Yeah.
I mean, minimal sleep. Normally, you think about what if Haynes King had fumbled going into the end zone last night and Bart had lost his bets or lost that bet. It might be a whole different Bart in here today.
Yeah, what would you be doing today? How would you react to that?
That'd be fine.
Bart would have hit the snooze button.
That'd be fine.
Well, that's easy to say now, though. You'd have been 1-1. They'd have still had 300-plus yards, right?
Well,
You'd
no,
have still
that was a parlay.
I see.
Yeah, mhm.
So you'd have lost everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything.
He'd have gone bust.
I would have lost the house
Since you're
on a preseason game.
since you're in a gambling mood, you saw what I sent out last night. I saw this tweet. Golfers, would you take this deal?
Yeah.
I did see that.
You have from 6 a.m., so we just started, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. to birdie all 18 holes on your home course. You can play them in any order you want and as many times as you need. If you birdie all 18, you get $50 million. If you don't, you go to jail for 20 years.
Yeah, I'm opting out of the challenge there.
You wouldn't risk jail for 20 years for $50 million?
No, I wouldn't risk jail for any amount of time.
I was going to say, it sounds like this is the equivalent of robbing a bank.
We have to birdie
away with it.
all 18 holes
Right.
inside, 14 hours.
And there are a lot of stipulations here. Like, can you just start over at any point in time?
Yeah.
So you hit a bad tee shot, you're like, I'm not taking that. You just
Yeah.
You're starting
start
over.
Yeah.
Play it
That's
as many
right.
times as
Yeah.
you need to.
Yeah.
On
no,
every
I'm still-
all
The
18
question
holes.
is if we gave you all day, could you birdie all 18 holes?
There's
I
going to
mean,
be a
it's-
par
it's-
3
it's-
out there
it's-
you've never birdied in your life.
It depends on the course, but
Home course.
well, I don't really have a home course. I'm homeless when it comes to having a
Bart
golf.
plays golf in his car.
I don't know. Big Creek might claim you.
Yeah, they would.
Could
They
you
would.
birdie every hole at Big Creek if you had all day?
Yeah, see,
There
that's got him thinking now.
There are a couple of holes out there that are just really tough holes for me, personally.
That's going to be every golf course, probably.
Yeah.
Would you go to those holes
not-
first, or would you wait until you
no,
accumulated a bunch
you'd
of
have
birdies?
you'd have to knock those out first
Would you?
because you
Okay.
would have to at least
Because she's
try
going to be
to-
there a few hours.
Yeah.
I just thought
9
maybe
hours in, he
I just
hasn't
thought maybe
birdied
you
a
might
hole
play
yet.
the easiest hole first, get a birdie, get a little confidence going, get your swagger going.
You waste so much time hitting a drive. You hit a good drive. You go and you hit a bad second shot, and you're like, well, I'm not trying. I'm in the bunker. I'm not going. So you got to go back to the tee and hit again.
What if you had unlimited mulligans? You could just hit your second shot again.
Oh, then I would say yes. I would say yes. I would.
You
Absolutely.
think you could birdie every hole on Big Creek, every hole, all 18, over the course of 14 hours,
With unlimited mulligans?
Unlimited mulligans.
Yes. Because
I don't think he could. I don't think he could.
Because at some point I would hit a second shot close enough. Right? Close enough.
I'm not saying at some point you couldn't do it. I'm saying you run out of time.
No, but if you give me like a couple of looks at a putt, like I'm gonna make it eventually. Like I'm gonna make the putt.
I'm not saying you can eventually and won't eventually birdie every hole. I'm saying, can you do it in a day?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
With unlimited mulligans.
With unlimited
God,
mulligans.
I would hope so.
I think that's the bet. I'm sorry, Bart. I gotta go the other way.
But I'm still not going to jail. There's 0% chance.
Well, let's come up with a less, severe penalty.
Well, so if Bart ever goes to jail, we need to be really concerned.
I mean,
because he's very concerned about going to jail.
Maybe not 20 years, but
I would not want to go to jail.
How about
Why would anybody want to go to jail?
How about a couple of nights in the?
That's a terrible idea.
Bart would not do well in jail.
What county's Mountain Home in? What county's Mountain Home in? Is that?
I would not like jail.
What county's Mountain Home?
Yeah, it's not Baxter County.
It's Baxter County. Mountain Home's in Baxter County. 2 nights in the Baxter County jail. I mean, how tough could it be, Bart? Come on.
2 nights versus $50 million.
2 nights.
Come on, man.
I don't know about the $50 million part. We'd have to raise that money. But
well, it's hypothetical.
We could probably raise $50,000. I mean, seriously, we could probably raise $50,000 just in Mountain Home.
Yeah, we could.
I think we could. Versus 2 nights in the Baxter County jail.
Yeah, we'll do 2 nights instead of 20 years.
I mean, come on. It's a weekend.
You could be an orderly.
You get a stick and poke tattoo.
We'll let you
serve a couple of meals.
Yeah,
serve a couple of meals.
Stay with the other orderlies. You don't have to
catch up on your
I'm
rest.
not going to gin pop
Catch
for
up
sure.
on your sleep. Come on.
Sit on the toilet backwards. All the things they do in there.
Have you been to jail? Tell us about it. It is quite a question. It is quite a question. If you had from 6 a.m.
unlimited
to 8
mulligans.
p.m.,
I have no interest in jail.
we added the unlimited mulligans.
I think it's a fair bet. I mean, I really do.
I do
Unlimited mulligans. Big Creek. Birdie all 18. You got 14 hours. Pull it off, $50,000. We can raise the money. We'll make a commitment right now. But
it's a great idea for somebody you're trying to get rid of. Either they're going to win $50 million and you're never going to see them again, or they're going to jail for 20 years. It's a perfect solution for somebody you're trying to get rid of. Either way, you win.
What if Arthur's your cellmate?
Arthur.
Does that make you feel more at home?
No.
Arthur can give you tips on how to survive on the inside.
Yes.
And give you gambling tips.
I have no desire to be on the inside.
So Bart
Trade cigarettes.
Bart makes 17 birdies. He lacks 1 hole. He goes to jail for 20 years. Walks into the jail. First thing he does is punch the first guy he sees, and it's somebody that's on their way out. That doesn't help him.
Oh, that's great.
He musters up the courage. I got to punch the toughest guy in here.
That's right.
And he's not even in yet. And it's like, oh, man, I got to do it again.
It's not me. It's not me.
Well,
One of your biggest fears, man.
I was going to say,
Man,
it
it's really
seems a
bringing
little
out the-
irrational. It seems
Why
a little
would
irrational.
anybody want to go to jail?
They don't want to, but they're willing to
Well,
risk
no
it for
one
$50
really
million.
wakes up and says, I think I'll go to jail today.
Yeah, okay, so why would you choose to do something that ends up with jail?
Well, people do it every day.
I was going
They
to
just
say,
don't
Because of
consider
the
it. They think of
alternate.
there would be no prisons if people heeded that advice every day, Bart.
This one is a clear consequence. You're either really rich or you're really in jail.
Right.
We might have to raise $100,000.
You know,
You can do a lot of things with $100,000, Bart.
for riskiness, like Bart comes off as risky sometimes.
Yeah.
But he's a rule follower.
Yeah,
He's scared to death of going to jail.
Yes, he is.
I just have no interest in that.
For $100K or 2 days in the Baxter County Jail, I will attempt it, and I suck at golf.
What else would you do?
Well,
Yeah, really.
well,
I mean,
let's send in the ideas. For
This whole-
$100,000 or 2 days in
how
county
low
jail.
would you go?
This
How low
whole-
would you
Come
go?
on, man.
This whole thing was set up to kind of clue us in on who's willing to do what.
Me and Bart are very different people.
Edward's got mouths to feed.
Edward's like, I don't even have to play golf. What do you want me to do?
$100,000?
What do you want me to do?
Me?
That's right.
Let me see on my moral compass if I can find this like $100K. Maybe I get away with it. And maybe I don't spend 2 days in jail. Okay, it's worth it.
2 days is nothing, man.
Are you kidding me?
I'd stay awake the
20,
whole time.
It's not 20 years.
No.
It's not like you're going to jail in a big city.
Bart doesn't know what to say.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't know what to think. He's like,
just
what?
recoils.
Baxter County would be fine. There's fine folk over there in Mountain Home.
You'd be fine. You'd be safe.
I don't
You're not. It's not like maximum security.
It's not like you're going to prison.
Yeah.
Bart's
You're with the white collar
Bart's the
criminals.
celebrity in jail.
I know. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh! Edward said earlier, Bart couldn't handle that.
Well, I don't think any of us are really equipped when you're right down to it. But no, I don't think Bart. I don't think Bart can make it on
50
the inside.
million. I don't think you could birdie 18 holes
I don't either.
with unlimited
I don't
mulligans.
I don't.
I think
First off, you've got to consider the fatigue factor.
I agreed.
That's going to come into play. You know, there's no question.
Yes, and it's a different. It's just a different type of thinking and the way you're playing and.
Well, it's a different kind of tired when you know jail's on the line. You're not just tired; you're playing to stay out of jail. So yeah, it's that's a double whammy. You got two things going
Come on,
against
Bart.
you there.
Will you try it? Will you try it? If we could raise $100,000, would you risk 2 days in the Baxter County Jail?
I don't think that couldn't happen. People are lining up already.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Can you see
the
Bart?
money's already raised.
Can you
if
see
wanna get
Bart
right
out
down
there?
to
It's
it.
getting dark, and he's just hitting shot after
this
shot
par
after
three,
shot.
man.
He's 17 under. He's hitting shot after shot after shot. He's got to get this in here.
The sheriff over there.
He can't.
The sheriff deputy up there by the
And
green.
the horn goes off, and they immediately arrest him. He's arrested. and
Cops
taken
running
off
from
the
every
court.
corner of the golf course. They're tackling.
Almighty.
I don't know. With unlimited mulligans, it's a good question.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You should try it. That'll help shut the course down for you. Maybe you go out there on a Monday. It's 6:17. Here we are.
Yeah,
Not in jail.
we're here.
Good morning. Friday.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you see, let's just see where this goes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today. Warfield American Single Malt Whiskey starts with 100% local Idaho barley, distilled through Scottish copper pot stills, and aged in Idaho's mountain climate, where the elevation and temperature swings create a depth of flavor you won't find anywhere else. Now Arkansas owned, Warfield is crafting something genuinely different. American Single Malt with real roots and real craft behind it. Find it at select spirits retailers nationwide or visit drinkwarfield.com. Hey, when it comes to pizza, nobody does it like Gusano's. Chicago style since 2004. Don't miss happy hour, Monday through Friday, 3 to 7. You can get $1 off drafts, wells, and house wine. Plus, their happiest hour from 5 to 6 features $1.50 domestic drafts. And exciting news, a second Fayetteville location is coming in late August, right on the corner of Joyce and College. Gusano's Pizza in Northwest Arkansas, Fort Smith, Texarkana, and Joplin.
Still searching for the perfect summer getaway? Mountain Home Arkansas might just be your answer. Wake up in the Ozark Hills. Hit the White River at sunrise. World-class fishing, hiking, trails, kayaking, and when the sun goes down, it's the kind of quiet you forgot existed. 2 lakes, 1 great town. All right here in the Arkansas Ozarks. Check it out at enjoymountainhome.com. Mountain Home Arkansas, where the outdoors is a way of life. Just so you know, and we've talked about this from day one on the show, nobody's safe in here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yingling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yingling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste. A spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
At Paschal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Paschal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopaschal.com to schedule.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to jamesboyett.com.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
4:45 in the morning. You know what you're going to do? You're going to hit the snooze button for losers. A snooze button saying, I'm not ready for what today has in store for me. So guess what? We're going to sit there and say, yes. That alarm goes off. I'm hitting the damn ground saying, hell yeah.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I was tired this morning when the alarm went off, but I didn't hit the snooze, and I dragged myself out of bed. You're a winner. And I didn't say it like he said it. I said, hell. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell.
That was all I had.
Does it count if I woke up 45 minutes before my alarm and set the alarm for 30 minutes later?
See, that's the whole. That's
not
deal.
the snooze button.
You set multiple alarms, turn them off as they go off, right?
That disturbs other.
Some people like to wake up a little bit before they have to wake up, and go back to sleep. You know what I mean? Like if you're getting up at 5, sometimes you want to wake up at 4:40. You're like, all right, I got 20 more minutes.
Yeah. That's kind of
the alarm goes off. You know what I mean? You kind of start the waking up process.
I hear you.
You don't like the jarring reality of I'm going to jail. You set your alarm so you can be there on time to turn yourself in. That would not be something worth waking up to.
I did the snooze button that day, I think.
Brent, you ever been to jail?
God.
I have not.
Would you think Bart should make this bet that he has from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. to birdie every hole in the course? He can play the holes as many times as he needs to. He has 14 hours to do it. If he doesn't get it done, he's got to go to jail for 20 years.
Unlimited mulligans, too.
We threw unlimited mulligans in there.
That still would not be a smart bet on Mr. Pullman's part.
You know, Bart went 2-0 in his bets last night, Brent. I don't know if you heard that at the top of the show. That's really what Bart wants to talk about.
Football game.
We kind of pirated the segment there and turned it into Bart going to jail. But he did go 2-0 in his early bets last night.
He sure did.
You know, that's scary that Bart's got a bet on preseason football.
Well, he went 2-0. He saw easy money.
Yeah, he didn't just have one bet in.
But that's the only time we'll hear Haynes King's name announced in an NFL football game. I'm just telling you.
You think
so?
So
What?
Well, that was enough. That was enough for last night. But I suspect that
Bart saw an opportunity.
He saw an opportunity, and he seized the day.
Carpe diem, seize the day. There you go.
Yeah, that's right.
Have you been?
Something's wrong with his phone.
Yeah, something's wrong.
Brett, call back.
Hang on.
We got to reestablish your connection.
Yeah, we had a bad connection
Yeah,
there.
it sounds like you're calling
Sounds
from
like he's in
the
water.
bottom of a swimming pool. And we can't have that. We did hijack your segment. Would you like to go
that's
back
okay.
to
No,
talking about
that's
how you
fine.
won your bets?
No, it's fine. I mean, I think we covered it.
Well, I just
I think we covered it.
yeah. Well, it's
I had bets. I won.
It's the careful analysis that you
Brent
go
didn't
through.
care for me making bets on preseason games, but I guess he doesn't like to win, so that's
Yeah,
fine.
well, is Brent back with us?
Yeah, he's back.
Yes.
Go ahead, Brent. We can hear you now.
All right, I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear you. I don't know. We had a bad cell or something.
We're putting that
I'm
behind
back.
us. We're putting it behind us.
Yes, we are. I'm on the way to Fayetteville as we speak. Getting the internet put in the house, so it's all good in the neighborhood.
Well, it sounds like a big day.
Oh yeah. Hey Chuck.
Yeah.
Every day when you're the mouse, a big day.
Yes,
okay?
that's right. I
There
guess
are no-
that's right.
There are no small days for the mouse. The mouse
that's
has always
true.
got something going.
Bart just gagged, Brent. I mean, right here in front of us, Bart just gagged.
Bart, I like you. Now come on.
Yeah. Come on, Bart.
If
It's the mouth.
your
Bart.
attitude
the
does
mouth.
not change, Bart, you won't get You won't get our new T-shirt.
Yeah, Bart.
Yeah, you're not going to get a new
Yeah.
T-shirt with that kind of attitude,
And you're
Bart.
going to jail.
And you're going to jail.
And you'll go to jail. But Chuck, you been to football practice?
No, I hadn't been yet. I'm going to go this weekend.
They're not scrimmaging this weekend, are they? Surely not.
I'm not sure exactly what their plan is there, but I haven't been yet.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I was just calling to. You know what I hear on your airwaves a whole lot more than I should.
What?
I keep the name, and I'll bring him up for just bringing down the program. The name Chad Morris. I mean, I hope he is a name that people have no idea how bad he made our program for those 2 years.
Bart blames the fall of the program on Chad Morris.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with Bart. I agree with Bart. But don't ever say anything about Chad Morris to Clay Henry. Woo, he gets defensive.
Well, I don't know about that, really.
Really? What happened, Brent?
Oh yeah.
What happened?
Oh yeah. Just
Why do you
ask
say
him.
that? Why? I haven't
Should we
ever
call
heard
Clay?
that.
Should we call Clay right
I
now?
haven't ever heard that. I mean, why do you say that?
Just ask Alyssa Orange. She was on there agreeing with me, and Clay said Chad had a lot of things going against him. Didn't have an offensive line. I said, wah wah wah. That
Did he actually sound like that? Did he whine like that?
No, I said wah wah wah.
Oh, okay.
I see. While I was listening to it.
Okay.
And he said, well, he did. They did only try to get as many plays in as they could in practice. It didn't look well. I said, well, they weren't well coached. I'll go ahead and tell you. And then he said he liked the offensive. What was that offensive coordinator's name?
Joe Craddock.
You know who I'm
Craddock.
Joe Craddock. I liked it. He said he liked him. I said, the only coach worth his salt was Justin Stepp, and that's proven because he's the only one that's got another college
Trailer's
job.
pretty good. Trailer's pretty good.
Trailer's pretty. They're the only two that got college other jobs.
Well, Joe Craddock's working somewhere.
Brent, here's the deal, and it's really pointless to go back and relitigate it.
Oh, it is.
But that, of course, never stops us. But those guys were just too young. They were all good coaches. Craddock's a good coach. He was 28 years old.
Florida.
Yeah, Craddock was
Quarterback
28 years old when he was here, if I'm not mistaken. Those guys were just really young. They were just real young.
Oh, real young. They weren't even shaven yet.
Well, I don't know about that, but they were really young in their profession. Seriously, they were just really young, good coaches, just really young.
What do you think happened to Razorback football, Brent?
You know what I think the downfall was?
Here we go.
It started with the hiring of Smile, John L. Smith. That was the worst year we ever should have had to go through. And Bielema got it going, and I really believe if they'd have stuck with him, he would have made it. But that's neither here nor there. The proof's in the pudding with him at Illinois. He's doing a great job. So,
Brent, I hope you have a great weekend, buddy.
Oh, man, I'm ready for Coach Silverfield and the Hogs.
All right, man.
Y'all have a great one.
There you go. Brent Searcy.
Bart, do you want to re-engage to the show now?
The downfall. What happened with Razorback football? Bart walks back into the room.
What did Brent say there? That like Bart,
the whole mouth thing.
Yeah,
it's his nickname.
Yes, the mouth.
It's nickname.
Why does that bother you?
I don't like it.
Yeah, well, they didn't ask you like they didn't consult you
I
before they
understand that.
named the Coaches in the Mouth podcast or anything.
I understand that.
It's just what
Yeah,
like,
I don't like it when people give themselves nicknames.
I don't know if he gave himself.
Can't give yourself a nickname.
Did he give himself a nickname?
I believe yes. That's
You
what
think
happened.
so?
Also, it's just an awful nickname.
Well, you've nicknamed yourself before.
I've not.
Mark. People call you Mark.
No, not.
Bart's giving himself a nickname.
No.
My friends in the
No.
car club.
Yeah, what?
Call me the Cruiser.
Also,
have you had a
also
nickname? Has anybody given you a nickname?
Yeah, have you been called a
Growing up,
nickname
you had a
over the
nickname?
years?
I've had plenty of nicknames.
What are-
Hey,
Give me-
well,
what would
come
they
on,
be?
just
No,
one.
just indulge
No,
us.
absolutely not.
Oh,
Skippy.
come on.
Skippy. Skippy.
No,
Red.
no, yes.
Biff. Biff.
Red. No. God almighty.
We got to hit a break. It's 6:31. We're brought to you in part by First Security Bank, helping you bank better every day.
Why'd I show up
Even if
today?
your name's Biff, you'll just need an ID when you go in there.
Why am I here?
FS, because you're not in jail. That's why you're
it's
here.
the price of freedom.
You're
Bart.
lucky to be here.
the price of freedom.
That's right.
Of freedom. Bank better with First Security Bank, member FDIC. Are we a bunch of idiots or what?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Yes, we are. Yes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
There's no better place to watch a game than Walk On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, catch all the summer sports action while you cool off with mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus burgers, ice-cold draft beers, and cocktails made for hot days. Incredible food, outstanding service, and a game day atmosphere that never takes a season off. Visit one of the 5 locations across Arkansas today, including Rogers and Fayetteville. Walk On Sports Bistro. We live for this. Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey guys. You're having a great show today.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com. Enjoy Oaklawn's 24/7 smoke-free casino, featuring over 1,500 slots and live table games from blackjack to roulette, craps, baccarat, and much more. Voted best casino by 2026 Arkansas Times Readers Poll. And enjoy headliner entertainment at the Oaklawn Event Center. Log on to oaklawn.com and get all the details. And the Oaklawn Resort Pool is open all summer. Access granted to hotel and spa guests. Come join the fun at Oaklawn Hot Springs, Arkansas's only casino resort.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Obviously, Ryan Silverfield's had a lot of success, right? Like we're not, breaking any news there. 50-25, twice as many wins as losses, 27-21 in conference play as a head coach, at a job that has been a successful place for the most part over the past decade and a half or so. When you look at the coaches that have been at Memphis, now can Silverfield break kind of the streak of guys going on from Memphis and having a lot of success because the guys that came before him didn't they jumped to bigger jobs and quite frankly it hasn't worked out. Can he break that trend? I think he can. But look, Arkansas hasn't been in a really truly competitive position in the SEC for a while, other than one really good year under Sam Pittman. And so I think that honestly, like if we're being really honest about this whole conversation,
let's be honest.
I think a lot of it still comes back to Chad Morris. I think people still have that in their mind. I'm being dead serious. I think people still, when they think of Arkansas football, they think of those Chad Morris teams and how pathetic they were. Like truly pathetic. The worst football team that has ever existed in the SEC.
But that's been over 5 years ago now.
I understand that, but I think people still feel that, right? When they think of Arkansas, they think of Chad Morris. They think of how bad it went.
Do you really think that?
I think.
You think people think of Chad Morris?
I think the outside. I think the Chad Morris era, if you want to call it that, was so bad that the outside world still thinks of that when they think of Razorback football.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show On Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Part and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
If you enjoy fake AI-generated stories and getting scammed on the internet, Facebook is for you.
That's what I like. That's what I want.
Yeah.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
We've challenged Bart this morning to an 18-hole bet since he won 2 bets on the NFL preseason opener last night, the Hall of Fame game. That was called like the Super Bowl there at the end. If you don't know who Haynes King is, he won the game for Bart.
Game on the line. King, he's going to step up. Pumps, runs, goal line. Is he in? Yes! Carolina wins! Haynes King, king of the night.
Bart cashed out the ticket, and so we challenged him with this golf bet that you've got from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. to birdie all 18 holes on your home course. You can play them in any order you want and as many times as you need. If you birdie all 18, you get $50 million. If you don't, you go to jail for 20 years. And we're having a tough time talking Bart into it.
That's a severe penalty.
Arthur's in Vermont. He's got jail experience. Would you take that bet, Arthur?
No, I don't think I'd take that one. But someone was giving Bart a hard time earlier about betting on these preseason games. But look, as a fellow degenerate, we have all this like college football knowledge, and what's the point? I mean, it used to be just a thing for passion, but what's the point if we can't monetize it on preseason, NFL games? Like, for most people, they don't even remember the Slavis guy who ended who was the last quarterback for Phoenix in that game. He is a great preseason quarterback, and there was no under safe in that game. It was just a constant. They kept changing the number and they kept going right through it. So I applaud Bart on monetizing this. I mean, there's got to be some benefit to the degenerate lifestyle, and that's just where we're at.
I don't know. I have to defend Bart. I don't think he's a degenerate. I mean, he comes to work every day. He gets the things done he needs to do. He stays late.
He's clean. He showers.
He's
not
lost
his mind.
He mows his own lawn. He yells at the landscaping guy that blows stuff over in his yard.
By the way, I have an update on that.
Okay, we'll come back to that. So I wouldn't call him a degenerate. I would say that he enjoys this as a hobby.
I don't know. This is the perfect job for a sports. And
let's talk about you. Let's talk about you, Arthur. You've sent in a couple of bets today. A couple of screenshots.
I did. Let's do the. Let's start with the 19th pick money line parlay. I figured, there could be like some guy was on here talking about doing that, and I seen an opportunity. And, I challenged my fellow listeners and maybe even Bart to who can get the biggest, who can put together the best large multi-team parlay that actually hits. Yes, the payout is not a sharp bet. Might hit.
All right. A wing and a prayer. A wing and a prayer. What else you got?
I really enjoyed hearing another content provider or creator kind of echo a lot of things that I said about this team's roster, and once again, I'm feeling pretty good about where this team is. And it's out of these other guys that left Memphis to take SEC jobs, they all were so big on their own offense that they forgot to lock the back door by having good defensive lines. And I just feel like this guy's going to be a lot different because he is definitely focused on getting bodies in place to, at least teams may not, the past couple of years, by the third and fourth quarters, if a team needed 6 yards, at any given time, they could just run the ball, and Arkansas could do nothing about it. So, I feel holding leads, running the ball, and keeping the other team from running the balls, this could be actualize the turnovers equals turnaround, and net loss equals net close wins.
I was encouraged yesterday when Trey Biddy said that he's followed the roster, like he's in the portal, covers recruiting, all of that stuff, and he thinks they're better top to bottom and have more depth along the defensive line than they had last year. And we talked about how those guys were getting worn out up front. So I'm with you there. I want to get to one thing, though, before we wrap up this call. Phil Steele, your guy, Bart's guy, our guy, Phil Steele, you had the magazine before we did, said Utah's a 14-point favorite in his mind against Arkansas in Game 2. And you love the Hogs in that game.
I do, and I've already hit the money line on it at plus 295, but it's also been bet down to 9.5. It's crossed the threshold. Sharp money is pushing; it is steaming down. Yeah, it's crossed the key number, buddy. Yeah, Bart knows about key number. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to talk about Bart, but he knows when it crosses a key number, man, that is, we're talking science then, bud.
So you're still bullish on Arkansas winning that game?
100%. If this coach is going to at least beat the teams that he has better players than and set the tone early and not let a bad team like Oklahoma State, a couple of years ago, a team that didn't know how to close.
Gosh.
I think this guy is going to start closing on the games that we should win, and we have better football players. And they are 13. I know he went on and on about their home field advantage, but let's put some context to it. They're 13-6 there the last 3 years. It's not like they haven't lost a few games here. Arkansas has better football players, and hopefully I have faith in this coaching staff. They will come out of there with a win.
All right. Well, Arthur, have a great Friday.
All right, Brad, I'm on a green light now, brother.
He's so confident.
I know.
He's
there.
The Utah game.
He is.
I mean, he is all over it. He's been all over it for a month. Bart couldn't disagree more, and Phil Steele disagreed with him.
Now when
are
he says
people
the line,
underrating Arkansas?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Now, I do need one clarification on the line. Did Phil Steele set the line at 14, or was that the Vegas line and it's come down?
That's
What's the
why
deal?
I was a little confused by what was
I
going
saw
on.
your head tilt.
When this line opened, at least what I saw, the number was 7.5.
That's right.
That's right.
So it's moved up to 9.5. It has not crossed. It has not crossed the 10
Did it get up
line.
to 10?
Not that I'm aware of. I haven't seen it. I'd have to check.
He's going by the Phil Steele line.
I guess so.
Well, that was just Phil Steele saying, I like them as 2 touchdown
that up.
That's like Hooten's Arkansas football.
Yeah.
I got Mountain Pine by 43.
Right.
That's the deal, right?
It's
there. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that's
gone
that's
from
what
7.5 to 9.5. That's
the official Vegas betting line.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
looked at it, I think, yesterday, and that's what it was.
All right.
Would you introduce me as Barry from Hooten's football, and I'll give you a line? you got to be Randy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Barry Grooms. Barry.
Randy, I've got Mark Tree by 43 tonight over Elkins.
Okay.
On the Sonic Blast. 6:47. Good morning.
Don't be talking down to people, Bart.
I am going to talk down to people when they're wrong.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSbank.com, member FDIC.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas. Water for a better life.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yingling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yingling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly. Well, I've got a lot more rhythm than people realize.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
For over 25 years, Pro Land Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, their team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you, your realtor, and your loan officer every step of the way. They're independently owned, so the only priority is you. Their relationships with national underwriters allow them to say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com and get a quote today. At Macadoodles, customer service is the #1 priority, and it starts at the top with founder Roger Gildehouse.
It starts with the guy running it. If you make customer service your #1 issue, my people, you couldn't find one that wouldn't tell you that what's the most important thing to Roger when we open these doors every day, and they would tell you customer service. We have to take care of the customer.
Macadoodles, prioritizing customers since 1997.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
At Paschal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Paschal quality at a price more families can afford. Same-week installation is available, so click over to GoPaschal.com to schedule. Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. What would you tell a new Razorback transfer about the past that could affect what they do this season?
That this program has been terrible for many, many years now.
That'll get them fired up.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
This whole hour is brought to you by Arthur. He's followed up with a text now saying that on the early lines, on many, and he knows all of them, online betting apps, the line against Utah was 11.5. And he bet it a month ago when it dropped down to 10. He bet Arkansas on the money line. And now it's down to 9.5. And he then followed up, Google doesn't always tell the truth.
See, I got to admit, I don't keep up with it this closely. I don't.
Well, I mean,
this is.
He would know. I mean, I don't think we can argue with it.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with anyone.
Nobody's looked at more betting
because
apps
I don't keep up with it like that.
I'm also concerned. I feel like Arthur's betting has really sort of skyrocketed from this time a year ago. Like, I feel like he's getting comfortable on the outside.
You think that's it?
I'm beginning to wonder. I hope that's not the case.
I look at these betting slips, and they are hopeful. He's hopeful. He's hopeful.
As Ryan in Prairie Grove pointed out, it's too early to be chasing. It feels like he's chasing in August.
That's a good point. What's it going to be like in October?
Like wild bets, like a 9-team parlay on a money line, and we haven't played a game yet.
Like he might be broke by the middle of September if he's not careful.
Well,
the season's over.
He's got dollar signs, in his eyes. He's chasing.
Where's Broke Keith at?
Probably also chasing.
Okay, all right.
Where is Broke Keith on the street?
I don't know.
I haven't heard from him either.
I don't know.
All these things ramp up as we get to football.
No, you're right. They do.
He'll be back. This will all be, recirculating.
Right.
Yes, Bart.
The line opened at 7.5. The Arkansas-Utah line opened at 7.5.
On what app? On what?
That's
what's your source?
The consensus.
The consensus.
The Vegas consensus. It opened at 7.5.
Well, somewhere along the way it got to 10 because Arthur sent his betting slip over
it did. It did, but it did not come down from 14 or it did not come down to 11 or 10.
Where's the sharp
it
money?
Went up.
Where's the sharp
to
money
10.
on the Utah-Arkansas
That tells
game?
me it's on Utah.
So people are agreeing with you, Bart.
This is not rocket science.
All right. It's as though Bart is right and Arthur's wrong.
Can we host like a town hall meeting with Bart and Arthur, like in a debate?
I would go.
That's
I
a
would
fundraiser.
I would go watch.
Chuck and Bo Show, 655.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
At Paschal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99, with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Paschal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopaschal.com to schedule.
I don't know if anybody else is having fun, but this is a blast for me.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, empowered by Teamwork.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question, the work that they're able to do with them in the sun. It used to be you couldn't stand on a hill a mile away and watch them practice if you're a coach. And now you get like 2 hours a week on-field work, which I think they broke up into like 14 OTAs over the summer. And you get 2 hours of film study with them, in addition to, the time that the strength staff gets to spend with them. So you do have a lot of carryover from spring, summer, and into fall camp. And so, yeah, it does feel like they hit the ground running. I have to be careful sometimes, guys, because when I say, I think they'll be good at this spot. I think they'll be good here. Sometimes when I say that, I just mean I think they'll be average. I love football, and I get excited like anybody else. I mean, I'm probably, depending on how things go, going to be somewhere around 4 wins, give or take. Maybe I go up to 5 if I really like what I see. Maybe I drop it down to 3. But when I say stuff like, I always have to be careful with that because I get excited. But when I say something's going to be good, sometimes I just mean they're going to be average. And I think that they have a roster that is good enough. If they can do those things, penalties, turnovers, special teams, if they can do those things and they have a quarterback that is at least competent, that doesn't just kill them, that they could get to a bowl game. People look at the schedule and say, well, this is the most brutal thing ever, and there's no way that they're going to be. Teams do that kind of stuff. There's things that happen. You look at a team that is what they are right now, what they're projected. You don't know what's going to happen to Auburn. You seen the slate Auburn has before they play Arkansas. Who knows? Shane Beamer could be on the hottest of hot seats. He could be out of there by the time Arkansas plays them. And that's in Fayetteville. There are things that could unfold throughout the course of the season that you just don't expect.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I want to see the Hawks. I want to see the Hawks kick everybody's ass. I want those days back. We're the outsiders. We've always been the outsiders. We don't belong there. And then we're winning 8-9 games. We're on the SEC championship game. I want to get back to that, guys. Let's go kick some ass.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You're just talking. No, You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheats, steals.
It's a real talk show.
Live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hawk fan, be a Hawk fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Oh, yeah. Bart's gone to get breakfast, 7:02.
That's servant leadership right there.
Friday. Here we go.
I know. It's great. Weekend's at hand.
Wide open Friday. What you got on your mind? 877-377-6963. We covered the potential of a golf bet in the first hour. What if you had 18 hours or 12 hours to birdie 18 holes? Actually, it's 14 hours.
14 hours.
6 a.m. to 8 p.m., you got to birdie all 18 holes on your golf course. You can play the holes as many times as you want in any order that you want. And if you birdie all 18 holes in 14 hours, within that time frame, you get $50 million. If you don't, you go to jail for 20 years.
Give me the clubs.
Edward doesn't even
See, that's
play
a
golf.
difference between Edward and most people. Well, Edward and Bart for sure. Bart hears jail 20 years. Edwards hears $50 million.
I would elevate.
Right.
I would elevate my being.
Elevate your game.
And you said unlimited mulligans.
We told Bart
right?
he could have unlimited
I
mulligans.
can drop
and
a
he still
ball
won't take
if I hit it into the woods. I can just drop another ball down.
Just re-tee right there, or re-hit from right there. Yeah,
yes.
It's going to become a time question.
It's a time crunch situation.
14 hours sounds like forever, but it's not going to be forever because there are going to be holes. You've got to get on the green in regulation, number one, and there's going to be some holes where you're going to hit a lot of shots to do that.
I would make it happen.
I'm not saying you
Do you
wouldn't.
think Bart would break for lunch, go into the club, recollect himself, reset? Maybe
I
have a
think
beer?
I think there would be some resetting. I don't know if he'd go inside, but I think he would probably reset himself on the
Get under
course.
a shade tree.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
there would be
ham
It's
sandwich.
like everyone get away from me. I'm going to go over here and reset.
Eat
I think
sandwich.
there would be a potential, crash out.
You think
type moment.
You think we're gonna have a meltdown at some
You
point?
go to jail.
You know, freaking out
You
about
go-
the jail.
You leave, you come back, he's smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
There's like 3 hours left, and
going
it's just
on?
going downhill.
I don't think I can
mentally.
make it on the inside.
Oh my God!
I gotta make this putt.
Arkansas offensive coordinator Tim Cramsey said that KJ Jackson needs to improve his accuracy and AJ Hill needs to improve his quick decision making. When he was speaking of the quarterback battle with the media yesterday, Trey Biddy told us he doesn't even think it's much of a competition. We'll see what happens. I think most people believe that KJ Jackson's going to be the starting quarterback. The most important thing that's been talked about and continues to be talked about is ball security. And they have a ball security circuit. Trey alluded to this yesterday. I've heard the players and coaches talk about it. But, I mean, they do so many things that include ball security. Here's Tim Cramsey, the offensive coordinator, talking about that in his news conference yesterday.
Razorback Nation, we need to start yelling OTB. Just walking through the offices, just yelling OTB around the offices in the state of Arkansas. OTB means on the ball. Just yell it out. When you drive by the practice field, yell out OTB. Do whatever you got to do. Get shirts on to say OTB on it. Get hats on to say OTB. I'm giving everybody business ideas now. That's it. That's all we can talk about. That's all we got to talk about.
That's all they want to talk about is own the ball, OTB. Sutton Smith, I was talking to him for a hog pod yesterday. Here's how he described the ball security mantra of the program.
That's really all he talk about. Like, we start practice with that. We do so many drills, and it might seem minute, it might seem silly or whatever, but it can really be the difference in winning or losing. I try to just have a conscious effort about it, write it in my notebook, and then, like you said, practice it and practice and control what you can control at the end of the day.
So if nothing else this year, raise your hand if you expect to see better ball security.
I do.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be an emphasis.
Absolutely.
All season long.
You get what you emphasize. That's an old saying with coaches on everything.
Well, it's obviously a point of emphasis, and it has been, and it needs to be because, you know, Memphis was in this spot, and Arkansas is in this spot in the SEC. I mean, there's just not any margin for error, or not as much as what some other teams have. So you better make sure things like that, those numbers are in your favor.
A little more on ball security. Can we do a little more?
We can.
It's all they're talking about.
That's all we talk about, man. That's all we talk. That's all we talk about. And to me, it's how we start. Me, it's how we start practice. It's how we yell. That's what we yell in practice. We got the kids yelling. We got the trainers yelling. We got the student training girls that walk around with the water bottles. They yell OTB. That is a pivotal part of the game. Okay, and that's what's going to change, and that's what's going to keep us in and win us football games. Whatever the numbers were last year, I don't know. But at the other place I was at last year, a turnover was a big part of that game. And that is going to lose us football games if we turn the ball over.
Yeah, it wouldn't be here potentially if this coaching staff, if it weren't for a turnover that Arkansas committed in that game at Memphis. How about that?
I want to go back to what he's saying right there, and something we kind of touched on yesterday and have talked about more than once this week. When they say these things, that to grown-ups, to those of us who've been around a while, who are world-weary, maybe a little cynical, you run around yelling OTB every day. Is that really going to help you win games? Well, old guys are going to go, oh, no, it's not going to help you win games. But again, you're talking to a group of kids. You're talking to a group of kids. You're talking to 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds. You beat them over the head with this stuff. I mean, OTB every day, all day, every day. You can't get away from it. That's why they're doing this stuff. Not to try to convince the rest of us that, hey, we're intent on cutting down on the turnovers, but convincing the team this is the way we live. I mean, this is how we do it every single day. Everybody else may make a big deal out of it. This is just how we do things. It's how we've always done things, how we're doing things now. And so even though there's, when you're coming off a losing season and you hear things like that, it's, come on, go win some games. But maybe this is how you win some games. Maybe this is what you have to do. Maybe this is the starting point. So I'm glad they're doing it.
I mean, it's the details that we keep hearing about from Silverfield. You make a great point. Some people are so cynical at this point in the Arkansas football historic journey that it is anything that's said is like, oh, give me a break. You roll your eyes and whatever. I'm looking at it from the perspective of I'm hearing a bunch of details that matter, and it's continuing to be harped on. It becomes who your identity is as a program. And that's what you talk about and you do from day one. And I see a lot of, I'm not calling these guys Nick Saban. I see a lot of the same things that I saw with Nick Saban. It may be said differently, but it's all about the stuff like Silverfield says, how you do anything is how you do everything. It all matters. And listen, there's guys sleeping in the facility right now. There are guys, Braylon Russell is one of them, that have brought air mattresses to the facility and are just staying there during training camp as kind of a symbol in their own mind that I'm not going to be distracted. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not even going to give myself the opportunity to be out and decide I want to go do something else other than think about football for the next 2 weeks.
You know, we talk about how difficult it is to turn things around, and it is. But we don't have to really go outside our own borders to remember a time when it turned around. The team Houston Nutt inherited was a 4-7 team. You know, Danny Ford got fired. Houston came in and just by the force of his personality made everyone think that summer before he even coached a game Arkansas was going to be good. Silverfield's a different type personality. He didn't come in with, you know, that fervor that Houston had, but that doesn't mean you can't turn it around. I mean, that team went from, you know, being 4-7 and the head coach being fired to, you know, if they hadn't fumbled over there in Knoxville, they might have won the whole thing. Yeah. And so we don't really have to look to Indiana. We don't really have to look out to other parts of the country to see whether or not it can happen. It's happened here. Now, was it a different era? Yeah, but that doesn't mean it can't happen again. It just so the idea that, you know, you're so bad that, you know, you're above redemption as a program, that there's no way that you can ever come back. I don't agree with that. We've seen evidence to the contrary here.
A good question might be, what makes you think a turnaround is unlikely? What would lead you to believe that? Jim's at Mountain Home. Jim, good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Hi, I got a loophole for your golf thing. If you get unlimited mulligans, once you get on the green, you could just putt until you make it, and then you'll get a birdie.
That's right.
So I think the parameters are a little bit wrong.
Well, whoa. I got to stop you right there. You're making it sound like getting on the green in regulation is just like a piece of cake. Having a birdie, this is not a question of can you necessarily birdie all 18 holes. It's can you do it in the time allotted. I understand what you're saying. 14
hours, you're going to make a lot of greens in reg in 14 hours. Then once you do, you get the mulligan until you make it.
When's the last time
Jim, I'll make a personal bet with you if you want to go out there and try it. We don't even need anybody to cover it. I'll make the bet.
But
I don't think you can do it. I don't think you can do it.
Speaking of personal bets, I think you should have a promotion. Pick all 32 over-unders in the NFL and have the fans try and beat them.
All 30? You talking about win totals in the NFL?
Win totals, yeah. Every one of them win total, and then you try and beat Bart.
What about
just? And maybe someone wins a $5 coupon.
A $5 coupon to where? Aldi. A $5 coupon
Anywhere.
to Aldi. Anywhere.
It's fine. Okay,
I'll take $5 to anywhere.
I got something serious to talk about Arkansas. With the SEC network, the floor is pretty high. What is the starting budget of the least profitable team in the SEC these days? Because of the SEC network, do they get $20 million a year yet?
Well, the SEC network's got not necessarily, it doesn't have anything to do with what players are getting paid. I forget what the.
But I mean, as far as the whole athletic budget, what do they get?
Oh well, they get the distribution from the league. What was it this year? Was it like $70 million? Is that right?
$70 million.
Each school gets $70 million. But that's
each school gets $70 million. You got to do better than that, then, right? I'm looking up, and you know, Cal doesn't get all the money. We gotta
no. But Jim, they've got 19 sports.
We're not the only ones getting the money. Either.
17
everybody's
of them
getting that much money too.
That's right. But that money gets spread out to fund the entire athletic department, not a roster. I mean,
I know, but let's just say
they've been getting it well before NIL. So they had a budget already. NIL just tacked on another $30 million or so. Like you got to come up with maybe 40 or 50.
Let's just say that you dedicate yourself to an offensive line, you know, and you overpay 1 year and see what happens. I mean, I agree that 2 years ago in Indiana, nobody thought it was going to happen that quick, and it can. And I'm optimistic that way.
All right, Jim. Thank you. Have a great Friday.
Have a good day.
Yep. Well, let us know if you want to take us up on the bet. Sounds pretty easy.
It does sound easy.
Like, oh, yeah, you get a mulligan at any shot at any time, and you can birdie all 18 holes.
Fatigue, time. There's a lot of things that go into this.
Yeah, like really. I can't wait for somebody to try it. Just remember, if you don't get it, you go to jail for 20 years.
Yeah. Ooh.
I think it's worth it.
Those are pressure shots now. Those are pressure shots. Now you want to talk about a pressure putt?
Fighting for your life.
When else in your life
I've
would you
seen
get an
these,
opportunity to win $50 million?
I've seen these videos recently on TikTok, and it's these guys, and they're standing on the tee of a golf hole, and it's like, I can birdie this hole in X number of mulligans, and the other guy's like, well, I can do it in 12. Well, I can do it in 10. Well, I can do it in 8. Okay, birdie the hole. And then they go and see. You'd be surprised how many mulligans it takes. You really would, because a lot of the time they don't do it.
What if you get out there and it's just not your day? We've all had that happen.
Yeah.
You
well,
get
then
out
you're
there
going to
and it's
jail.
just-
Well, you gotta prepare.
That's right.
You gotta get ready.
You can prepare all you
there
want.
would be training
Physically,
involved.
mentally,
Yes,
spiritually.
Absolutely.
Emotionally.
Yeah, you'd
Set
have
the
to-
date. I can do it.
Edward's going to be out hitting.
Edward
And I am
sees
not a
everything.
golfer.
Edward sees. He doesn't play golf. He sees $50 million.
That's all he sees.
Bart
Fighting
sees
for my
jail.
life.
It was such a
That's
good
right.
point you made. Edward sees $50 million. Bart sees jail.
The fear of the consequence would not consume
The same
me.
story was presented to
That's
two
right.
people.
I see a 50% chance of getting $50 million.
Bart sees a 75% chance of going to jail.
I think Edward's really optimistic over there. So
I
it's
am.
50-50.
I believe in myself.
If $50 million means that much to you, I think we might be able to find a better avenue that doesn't have a consequence of jail.
To win $50 million?
Yeah,
find
there's
it for me.
$850 million right now in the Powerball.
Okay, well,
I mean,
I have
it's
no
just-
control over that.
You might not have any control over this either. You don't
Oh,
even
yeah.
play golf.
I
There
go to
is
Top
no
Golf from time to
chance.
time.
You gave yourself a 50% chance. We could make it $200 million. You're not going to be able to do it.
Yes, I can.
There is
Absolutely.
no way.
I get to pick the course.
Yes.
I'm going to go scout all the courses.
Now, we're not talking putt-putt either.
No, I know. Can I play the municipal course in Siloam?
Is it a 9-hole course?
Dawn Hill?
You
Is
gotta play-
Dawn Hill?
you
Well,
gotta
no,
play
I'm not talking about Dawn Hill. I'm talking about the 9-hole
gotta play
course
it.
in
Oh,
Siloam.
You got to play an
I think Dawn Hill-
18-hole golf course.
Is Dawn Hill closed?
Dawn
I
Hill
think
is
it
dead.
closed,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's grown over.
I haven't been over there. in a
It is,
while.
right, kind of went into Razorback went away.
Yeah.
Same kind of deal.
I guess so.
Razorback golf course. Bart brought breakfast. Thank you, Bart.
Thank you, Bart. Servant leadership.
Pro Land Title Breakfast Fund, where you cheer for the pigs and close with the pros. 45 offices, Arkansas natives that live and work right here in our community, Arkansans. Independently owned, they've got the ability to put their clients first, and they can say yes to a lot of transactions others cannot because of their relationships with a huge range of national underwriters. Log on to ProLandTitle.com. It's ProLand Title, where you cheer for the pigs and close with the pros. 877-377-6963. We'll get back to some calls when we come back. Good morning.
Let's just be frank. There's been some football games the last few years that have driven people to drinking.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life.
Hey, at Chevrolet of Fayetteville, you can save up to $12,000 off MSRP on Silverados. It's the freedom to save right now at Chevy of Fayetteville. Save up to $12,000 on new 2026 Silverados, plus make no payments for 90 days during the Freedom to Save event at Chevrolet of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park. Together, let's drive. ChevroletofFayetteville.com.
The
full of shortcuts. One whiskey, Refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Blakeman's isn't just where Arkansas gets engaged. It's where you go to have a wonderful experience.
Every touch point matters, and I think what we show off best is Cafe B. It's Onyx Coffee by Blakeman's. Cafe B, we're offering the best coffee in the country, complimentary. I feel so fortunate to be able to go to work there every day. Big windows, the open lighting, the warm environment, and again, the cafe. It's the best.
Blakeman's, where every day is a diamond. He's Chuck Barrett.
He's Bo Mattingly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey, Refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Are you a real estate agent looking for more than just a place to hang your license? Then it's time to discover the difference at Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. At Weichert, you'll find industry-leading training, powerful marketing tools, hands-on support, and a team that's invested in your success. Whether you're a brand new agent or a seasoned professional, Weichert gives you the resources you need to grow your business and reach your goals. Ready to learn more? Text CAREER to 479-306-6139. Your next chapter starts here.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club and Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club and Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
I was just thinking this morning on the drive in, boy, it's going to be nice to see Chuck, and I don't usually think that.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Let's go back to the Gasano's Pizza Hotline, take another call here. They've been doing it Chicago style since 2004. Scott's in Springfield. Hey, Scott, good morning.
Good morning, fellas. First of all, if Bart decides to take this bad, you better load up on soap on the rope.
Okay.
You get that.
Anyway, I wanted to comment about these comments that coaches are saying, people kind of freaking out, saying it's not going to help the team win. There's a story that I heard about Vince Lombardi, and when his players would report to summer camp, he would address them holding up a ball. And the first thing he would say is, "Gentlemen, this is a football." And he was communicating to those guys that fundamentals are key. And what we're talking about here, that we are trying to build a team atmosphere, cohesion. Fundamentals is what tore this team apart. Not being able to hold on to the football, penalties, those are fundamentals. That's what's being hammered into these guys' heads. And hopefully it'll make a difference.
Yeah. I mean, that's coaching. And it, as basic as it can sound, it is a real thing.
And I like what I've seen out of that. By the way, I want to mention this. There's been a fundraising effort for football going on since Silverfield got here. And I believe I'd heard Silverfield by himself had gone out, talked to people, raised over $20 million. The Razorback Foundation has announced something with this All-In Fund. The initial All-In Fund fundraising effort has now increased to a new goal. I'm going to read from this release that was sent out to Razorback Foundation members. With the official start of fall football practices, the Razorback Foundation announced important updates to the All-In Fund, a $30 million fundraising initiative dedicated to providing critical support for the Arkansas Razorback football program under new head coach Ryan Silverfield. Since its inception, less than 10 months ago, upon Coach Silverfield's arrival, the All-In Fund has generated tremendous momentum, with donors contributing nearly $25 million because of the remarkable success during the, quote, quiet phase of fundraising. That's just him going out talking to people. The goal has been increased to $50 million. The initiative reflects the unwavering commitment to the Razorback fans and donors who believe in the future of Arkansas football and building a championship culture in Fayetteville.
I got to say one thing on the heels of that. It can't be easy to go out and raise money for a program that's coming off a 2-10 season. Can't be easy. Whether you're the new coach, whether you're working in the Razorback Foundation office, whether you're the athletic director, whoever you are, you know, your best marketing. I'm not saying that marketing departments aren't important. They are. But your best marketing is that product on the field. And when your best marketing tool is not where you need it to be, going out and raising money is hard. So I give them a lot of credit for doing what they have done. I give Coach Silverfield a lot of credit for going out there and raising that money, because that's what he's done. To be a coach now in football, men's basketball, any sport, you can't just be a great coach. That is not enough. You can't say, I'm just going to coach, you do everything else. Doesn't work like that anymore. You got to be the whole package. I think the fact that they've raised what they've raised has been remarkable. What it means by quiet phase, it means they're not playing any games. You're doing it on hope. You're doing it on faith, and not much more, to be very honest. But I also want to say this about the people who've given. They're giving on faith. You know, that's what they're giving on. And there's this idea that if you got a lot of money, well, it's not a big deal to give it away. Well, yeah, it is. I mean, because when you got a lot of money, everybody out there that needs money is asking you for money. And that's the spot that a lot of those people find themselves in. And so I applaud them for doing what they have done. It's unfortunate that we are in an era where that is part of the scoreboard. It's unfortunate that we are, but to say that, you know, we're not there is to be naive. You have to do what they're doing. Now the next phase is win ball games. You win ball games, that other $25 million will come. You lose ball games, you're going to stop right where you are right now, and that's just the reality of it. But I give them all kudos for getting to where they've gotten to this point, because it can't be easy.
Look, you can't, if you don't like it when people are asking for money or raising money, that's okay. But you also have to understand that is the world that we live in. And I like that they have an organized effort. They're being upfront about exactly what it is and what they're trying to raise, and it's all for football. If you want to be involved, $50 to $500, whatever it might be, you can find the All-In Fund on the Razorbacks app, or you go to ArkansasRazorbacks.com. You find the All-In Fund, and that's what it is, earmarked for football. But because they've had a great start with Ryan Silverfield, raising $25 million, they're going to extend their goal to $50 million, and that is part of what you need to win in this game that we're seeing played today. All right, Matt Zimmerman, who talked the entire time in the Bahamas, will now join us to tell us what he learned upon getting back and resting from the Bahamas as we continue from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery,
whiskey from the Idaho Highlands, distilled at nearly 6,000 feet. Hey, they've got a tasting coming up Friday, August 14th at Legacy Wine and Spirits in Little Rock. They've also got a 4-course dinner with cocktail pairings at the Attic and Back Home Barbecue featuring the single malt whiskeys and barrel-aged gin. You can learn more about that at Back Home Barbecue in Little Rock. You can find them on online. You can find them on social media at Back Home Barbecue LR. That's coming up next weekend, both of those tastings with Warfield Whiskey, or log on to drinkwarfield.com.
We got wackos, people. There are wackos everywhere. There are wackos everywhere.
I call them our bays. I mean, you call them wackos as well.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home. It's the Chuck and Bo Show. We're just kind of wading through it, figuring it out with you this morning.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, empowered by Teamwork.
Obviously, Ryan Silverfield's had a lot of success, right? Like we're not, breaking any news there. 50-25, twice as many wins as losses, 27-21 in conference play as a head coach. At a job that has been a successful place for the most part over the past, decade and a half or so. When you look at the coaches that have been at Memphis, now can Silverfield break kind of the a streak of guys going on from Memphis and having a lot of success because the guys that came before him didn't, they jumped to bigger jobs and quite frankly, it hasn't worked out. Can he break that trend? I think he can. But look, Arkansas hasn't been in a really truly competitive position in the SEC for a while, other than one really good year under Sam Pittman. And so I think that honestly, like if we're being really honest about this whole conversation,
let's be honest.
I think a lot of it still comes back to Chad Morris. I think people still have that in their mind. I'm being dead serious. I think people still, when they think of Arkansas football, they think of those Chad Morris teams and how pathetic they were. Like truly pathetic. The worst football team that has ever existed in the SEC.
But that's been over 5 years ago now.
I understand that, but I think people still feel that, right? When they think of Arkansas, they think of Chad Morris. They think of how bad it went.
Do you really think that?
I think.
You think people think of Chad Morris?
I think the outside. I think the Chad Morris era, if you want to call it that, was so bad that the outside world still thinks of that when they think of Razorback football.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Parts and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. It is, when you stop and think about it, we poke holes in it, but I mean, it is amazing what is out there in terms of artificial intelligence, but yet, every time I read it, I don't worry as much about the future of mankind.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Matt Zimmerman's with us. A longtime Razorback assistant. He really needs no introduction. He's the co-host of the Razorback Dailies, Chuck's broadcast partner on the games. Z, I got to ask you, was that some sort of move for you to, going out there to the Bahamas on flow? Is there news coming? Is Chuck still going to be on the broadcast this year?
I think so. I haven't fully made the decision yet, but I think.
Well, that's the damn truth, right? That is the truth right there. Z makes all the decisions anymore.
He's going to be on football for sure, and then I think we'll probably let him stay on basketball. But it's all good. He will be with football, absolutely, though. We got to have him touchdown Arkansas. We got to have Chuck there.
We're kidding.
And we can't train
He's going to
anybody
have,
by September 5th.
what was the guy's name? Chris, what was his name? Guy you worked with in the Bahamas?
Oh, Chris Sylvester.
Sylvester. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
What kind of arrangement did you make with Chris? Because it seemed like there had been an arrangement where he didn't get to talk much.
Did you just tell him to stay out of your way?
What happened?
No.
He was the play-by-play guy, and I was like, where did he go?
Did you say, stay out of my way, I got this?
No, I sent him a Razorback basketball radio game, and I said, see how this went right here? Let's do the opposite of this.
I turned on the game, and I turned on the game, and I was like, is he calling this game by himself? Where did the play-by-play guy go? I mean, they're up and down the court, and you're kind of possession to possession, and then all of a sudden he came back in, and it's like he'd come back from the restroom or something.
Yeah. No, he was really good, and there's other games going on over there. Like the last day we were there was going to be 4 games, and he had a guy from Cincinnati doing their game with him. But Texas A&M, all those folks, they didn't have anybody, and so Valparaiso, and I think in South Carolina's over there now. They weren't there when we were there, but those guys were. So he called those games all by himself. So, our games, he was glad to have somebody, know.
Yeah.
And we tried to really turn ours into more of a little bit more of a real broadcast, because the other ones sometimes, they didn't have very many listeners for those other games, and we had a lot of people that bought that, and so we wanted to talk about the game, and I think there was other times he was just having to kind of, roll through it a little bit. Good guy's California guy, Chris Sylvester. So yeah,
He did good. He was good. He was
Z
fine
owns him.
when you let
Z
him
owns
talk.
him,
Yeah,
man.
Z
he's
just absolutely
overpowered
rode
him.
right over him.
He was overpowered.
He
Now
just
y'all got me feeling bad. I'm going to have to send him a text message, see how he's doing. I'm going to have to send him a text message and check on him.
Trucked him for 4 days, sent him home.
I mean, I sent Chuck a text after the game, and I said, that's the easiest money that play-by-play guy's ever made.
Man, I didn't know I was going to come on Chuck and Mo early on Friday and get thrilled.
Hey, here's the deal. You guys really did great. I told you this. You guys did great, and it was fun to be able to watch the games. It really was.
You did make it enjoyable for Razorback fans, and we learned a lot, And I think that was the point for a lot of fans, but you too, and to a certain extent, the coaches. Obviously, they knew what they had, but to see them play other competition. But for fans, it was a great first look at a roster that we've heard so much about and thought was really good. But what was your takeaway from? And by the way, you did help. It was a job well done. I don't want you to feel bad all day, although that'd be kind of fun for a while. But yeah. What was your takeaway?
Just probably like y'all, just so impressed with them, and I get a little bit different because I do go to practice most every day, so I get to see them. So really not any big surprises from what you saw in practice, and they have scrimmaged and done more 5-on-5 this year than he did the first 2 years since he was here, and the practice has been just so much better because you feel this internal competition to play, and then they took that and they unleashed it on these poor teams over there. The Canadian teams were very organized, but they're kind of like they'd be like a good Division II teams, and then the Bahamas team, they were just some athletes and some guys put together, and some of them were older, some of them were really young. The Bahamas had guys from 16 to 37 years old, and then the other team from Colombia was a little bit more pro-based, but the Colombian Pro League is not very strong, is not considered very strong. So, it was not the world's best competition, Bo. It's going to be interesting to watch because now this will be an annual thing. And, there's schools that won't go. Like this year in the league, 16 teams, they all could have gone on a trip anywhere. It has had to be outside the U.S. borders. I think only 6 of them went. And so there wasn't a lot of teams doing it. But I do think they're going to start allowing colleges to play each other in the summer, and I think there'll be some, like this guy Brooks down at Global. Chuck knows Brooks. He did our game with Baylor in Dallas. He did the Illinois game in Kansas City. He's a promoter. He's a Lexington, Kentucky guy, but we've known him for a long time. I knew him through Mike Anderson. He used to be the media relations director at Kentucky basketball, and then he saw an avenue of making more money and being a promoter, and he's pushing for this, and then you would just go maybe to Vegas or go to St. Louis or go somewhere to a city and play other college teams. So that'll be interesting to watch. But I think that it was good. There was really no big surprises. Cooper Bowser's been really good since he's been here, better really than I thought. And then he didn't play great. That was just a little bit of a small thing, but he'll be fine. But Mapair took that practice that he's had, the energy and running around and blocking shots, and he did it in those games. He was really effective and good. And of course, JJ, that's kind of how he's been practicing, just kind of standing out and being awesome. And Jeremiah was a little bit up and down. He had that huge second game where he was incredible after he got hurt. And the next day after he got hurt, he showed me his right hand. He's a lefty. We got 4 lefties. And his hand was really, really swollen up. And I knew they wouldn't play him in game 2. And he basically forced him to play him. He said, I'm fine. I want to play with these guys. It's fun. We've been practicing for 8 weeks. I want to play. I thought that showed some good leadership from Jeremiah, not just sitting out the game and getting out there. And then he shot the cover off the ball in that game. So it's going to be fun, and it's going to be a great team for our fans. They just play so hard. And you know this, but Jordan Smith, guys, he's a lot like Bobby Portis, just yes, sir, no, sir, off the court. He's been an excellent student throughout his life. He's really, really a great kid. Awesome family. And then he walks across that line, and he wants to really, really fight you physically, spiritually, emotionally. He wants to fight. He got into it 3 to 4 games. The last game that team was so bad. But Chuck, he's always on the verge. And one time we got a steal and dunk, and he turned, and it was one of the Canadian teams. He put his hand about an inch from that guy's nose, and he clapped real loud about 10 times. And, of course, that's a technical foul here, but over there, they weren't calling quite as much. I mean, he has got a fire and he is incredible, and he wants to physically fight you out there. He turns on. It's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde with him off the court compared to on the court. But that competitiveness everyone's going to love that.
I want to ask you about 2 guys that had not spent much time on the practice floor before the trip. Bruiser Flint was on a couple of days ago. He talked about Arrigu, and he talked about Davion Thompson. Been there about a week, and they're down there playing games. What was your takeaway on those guys, and particularly Caleb? How good could he be?
Yeah, Caleb is special, and he is so strong and physical, and it's amazing, Chuck, that those guys, they're so good, right? And you can't do that if you're a 2027 kid, if you're not one of the top players in that class. To be able to leave that and go join guys that are a class ahead of you and play that well. And Caleb is so physical and so strong, and his first probably 2 practices, you could tell he was just kind of getting his legs under him. He played AAU all summer with the 17 and under team. And now here he is playing a high major basketball team. And after about the 3rd practice on, he looked like a 26-year-old guy out there. And he boxes out. He 2-hand rebounds. Cal kept saying he don't rebound enough out of his area. So there's things they're going to push him for. He's still got to work on some post moves, but he's going to get rebounds. He's going to try to stick them, and he's going to try to, do different things. He was a great rebounder over there. The best rebounders over there were JJ and him, and 30 rebounds. He had our most offensive rebounds. The young man just turned 18 years old, and he goes over there, like you said, hadn't been practicing hardly at all, and has 30 rebounds in 4 games and 16 offensive rebounds. And he just does a lot of 14 offensive rebounds. He just does a lot of things off the ball, too, where he's taking up space and getting his arms spread out wide. And he just looks like a really big defender in there. And then Davion, he's the 2nd-best shooter on the team, and behind Jeremiah. And he is so confident and so smooth and so fluid. I mean, Davion comes in, he scores more points than Billy. Billy was the 6th leading scorer, a great returning player. And all these new guys come in, they all score more than Billy. Now, Billy's out there, he's never shot a lot of shots. But Davion's special. He's the kind of guy, I just look at him, and as long as he stays happy, to me, he's going to be here long term. I don't know about Caleb. He'll probably be here for a good while, too. But Davion's the kind of guy, he could leave here and be like your all-time assist leader, because he may be here 5 years. Now, it'll be hard-pressed for him to do it in 4 unless he's playing all the time. But all these school records are all going to be broken with guys playing 5. All the records are about to be changed. I mean, Todd Day was never touched as the all-time leading scorer. That record will be broke. And when a guy's here and plays, he don't have to average 20 like Todd. He can come in and average 15, but he gets an extra year. All the records will be gone. And Davion's a kid I think will be here a long time. Just with his frame, he'll get paid well. And so I think he's going to be, he's young. He's 17 years old. I think he could be at Arkansas for a long time.
There he is, Matt Zimmerman. Well rested, back from the Bahamas.
Off the catamaran,
all the energy.
back home.
Off the catamaran, and back to Fayetteville. Glad to have you back, buddy.
Thanks. Good talking to you all as always. Hope you all have a great weekend. Okay. All right,
man.
All
Take
right.
care. We'll see you. Matt Zimmerman, Coach Z.
Coach Z.
Host Z.
One and
the
only.
mayor.
Host Z.
The mayor
he is the
of
mayor,
everything. Matt Zimmerman. All guests join us on the Gasano's Pizza Hotline. Nobody does pizza quite like Gasano's. They've been doing it Chicago style since 2004, but they don't stop there. They've got specialty pizzas in thin and traditional crust, too. Don't miss happy hour, Monday through Friday, 3 to 7. That's $1 off drafts, wells, and house wine, plus their happiest hour, 5 to 6, with $1.50 domestic drafts. And exciting news, they've got a second location coming to Fayetteville at the corner of Joyce and College. They're in Northwest Arkansas, Fort Smith, Texarkana, and Joplins.
Gassano's Pizza, 749. Good morning. You guys are part of my family. Everyone that listens to this show is just part of the Chuck and Bo family. We're building a community here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yingling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yingling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSbank.com, member FDIC.
You're right, Chuck. You're right. You're right.
You're not wrong, Chuck.
Because
that's
we don't
all
want
I wanted to hear. That's really all I wanted to hear.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool and a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yingling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yingling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Here's Macadoodle's owner, Roger Gildehouse, on what he learned from Sam Walton.
I took my Walmart experience, and Sam always talked about, if you're going to get in business, you need to be better than the competition. Always be very price competitive, which we have been for 29 years. And the third thing, and most important thing, is have a customer service program that is beyond what the customers expect to get.
Visit Macadoodle's just north of the state line in Pineville or at Guess Who in Bentonville.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
That's why I came here, because you could do special things. Coach Sutton did it. Coach Richardson did it. Now let's see if we can do it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
A year ago today, you know where I was? 1 year ago today. You were right here. Laura Rutledge was on the phone with you when I was at Washington Regional.
Is that right?
Ryder's 1 year old today.
Okay.
My
All
grandson.
right.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
Wow, happy birthday, Ryder.
Ryder
Birthday
Mattingly.
to you.
Happy birthday to you. Yes. Sing
Happy
it.
birthday, dear Ryder.
Yes. Yes. Big party at the Splash Pad tomorrow.
Ryder shares a birthday with my brother. It's my brother Joe's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Joe.
He's born into royalty.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Big
Less
day.
of an applause
Jalen
for
Hurts.
Joe.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Joe.
Thank you.
That's all you get, Joe.
you.
It's Edward's feeling the birthday.
Well, I've got birthday celebrations this weekend.
Yeah.
Do you remember last year when I extended the invitation to Chuck to come on the birthday boat?
Yes.
It's an annual tradition in the family.
Yes.
And the birthday boat is happening tomorrow.
Is it
so
the
Chuck,
party barge?
two party barges. out in Bella Vista. Chuck, if you want to come.
Well, if I'd known sooner,
We
I
have
would've
one.
made
We have
plans.
one open spot.
I would have made plans as in other plans.
No, I would have made plans to come to your deal.
No.
But since I didn't know, I've already made plans to be anywhere else. I mean, somewhere else.
That's the danger in telling Chuck ahead of time. That gives him a chance to make other plans. Oh, I would.
Oh, yeah. Sorry I didn't get back to you. I forgot I had this thing.
I got 3 days to come up with a doozy.
I really hate to do this, but I'm not going to be able to make it.
Well, do you have a change of heart, or you find yourself with nothing to do at noon tomorrow? You just let me know. I'll send you the address to.
I hate it
to
when
the
I don't have
dock.
anything to do. There's nothing worse.
Chuck trapped on a pontoon boat and wanting to get off and can't. It's just like
I swim to shore.
Yeah, 3 minutes into the drive, you
Swim.
see Chuck swimming back to the dock.
the boat.
I don't know. He
leaves-
went under and he never came back up. I don't know what happened.
The boat leaves the dock. They're out there for about 15 minutes, and Chuck goes, "Oh crap! I totally forgot
Yeah.
football practice
Yeah.
starts in like a half an
I
hour."
got-
dives off.
I
the
gotta
boat,
swim
starts-
back.
See you later.
Well, yeah, you can celebrate, maybe not for a 1-year-old, but you can celebrate a birthday at Blakeman's or anything else. Mark an occasion, mark a moment, make a memory. But the experience that you get when you walk into Blakeman's, the shopping experience, is as rewarding as perhaps what you come back with in that purple bag that's undefeated. You know you got it right. They've been celebrating Arkansas family since 1987. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's where Arkansas gets engaged, where every day is a diamond day.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Having good vision enhances every part of your life, and that is why I go to McDonald Eye Associates. They have great doctors and staff that meets all your vision needs. I recently picked up a pair of new sunglasses, and the attention to detail and customer service was on another level. We all have preferences on the look of our shades, but checking out the different lenses helped me land the best pair I've ever had. And Doctors Betts and Mengarelli have helped numerous athletes get their best vision. Go see our friends at McDonald Eye Associates and see the best.
If fresh seafood is calling your name, Fish City Grill in Rogers has been answering for 20 years. Just check the chalkboard. Fresh fish comes in daily, and the specials are always worth a look. Crawfish season is rolling, the raw oysters are as good as you'll find anywhere in Arkansas, and happy hour runs Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. It's locally owned and worth every visit. It's Fish City Grill in Rogers, near the Pinnacle Hills Promenade.
At Macadoodles, customer service is the #1 priority, and it starts at the top with founder Roger Gildehouse.
It starts with the guy running it. If you make customer service your #1 issue, my people, you couldn't find one that wouldn't tell you that what's the most important thing to Roger when we open these doors every day? And they would tell you customer service. We have to take care of the customer.
Macadoodles, prioritizing customers since 1997.
I don't want Lane Kiffin at LSU. I want weird stuff going on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork. For over 25 years, Pro Land Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, their team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you, your realtor, and your loan officer every step of the way. They're independently owned, so the only priority is you. Their relationships with national underwriters allow them to say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com and get a quote today.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question, the work that they're able to do with them in the sun. It used to be you couldn't stand on a hill a mile away and watch them practice if you're a coach. And now you get like 2 hours a week on-field work, which I think they broke up into like 14 OTAs over the summer. And you get 2 hours of film study with them, in addition to, the time that the strength staff gets to spend with them. So you do have a lot of carryover from spring, summer, and into fall camp. And so, yeah, it does feel like they hit the ground running. I have to be careful sometimes, guys, because when I say, I think they'll be good at this spot. I think they'll be good here. Sometimes when I say that, I just mean I think they'll be average. I love football, and I get excited like anybody else. I mean, I'm probably, depending on how things go, going to be somewhere around 4 wins. Give or take. Maybe I go up to 5 if I really like what I see. Maybe I drop it down to 3. But when I say stuff like, I always have to be careful with that because I get excited. But when I say something's going to be good, sometimes I just mean they're going to be average. And I think that they have a roster that is good enough. If they can do those things, penalties, turnovers, special teams, if they can do those things and they have a quarterback that is at least competent, that doesn't just kill them, that they could get to a bowl game. People look at the schedule and say, well, this is the most brutal thing ever, and there's no way that they're going to be. Teams do that kind of stuff. There's things that happen. You look at a team that is what they are right now, what they're projected. You don't know what's going to happen to Auburn. You seen the slate Auburn has before they play Arkansas. Who knows? Shane Beamer could be on the hottest of hot seats. He could be out of there by the time Arkansas plays them. And that's in Fayetteville. There are things that can unfold throughout the course of the season that you just don't expect.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
What are you guys doing tomorrow? Got any plans?
I'll be here.
Got any plans after the show, Chuck, tomorrow? No, perfect. That means you can come help me with your truck. Tomorrow's moving day.
Friends don't ask friends to help move.
Well, I didn't know we were friends.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You're just talking. You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheats, steals.
It's a real talk show.
Live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hog fan, be a Hog fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
All guests join us on the Gasano's Pizza Hotline. They've been doing it Chicago style since 2004. It's Friday. Otis Kirk, the legendary Otis Kirk.
The legend. The living legend.
Contributor to the Pig Trail Nation, Hogville.net, and the Chuck and Bo Show.
I always want to say publisher of the Arkansas Recruiting Report. I always want to have that flashback. You remember that, Otis?
Legendary.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that well, man. I mean, I did that, and that's kind of, That's not how I got started in recruiting. But it's kind of how I got my name out there, to be honest with
What
you.
put you on
My
the
name's
map?
my name's not good in all corners. You know that. I mean, you guys go through that. Some people don't. You call legends. Some people got other names for me. But anyway, it was good to get my name out there, and I'm on the Chuck and Bo show, man. So I did something right.
Well, we're happy to have you. You did a great job. You were the OG of recruiting reporting. I wonder what you think of how the roster has come together, and after a couple of days of practice, if you think they're better than they were a year ago. I don't know how many games. I'm not asking for win totals or anything like that. Just what you see on the field. Do you feel like they've addressed what they needed to, and the overall feel of the program is what?
It's better because I can tell you, you look at the secondary. They've only got one player back from the secondary from last year's team, and that's Miguel Mitchell. And right now, they've got Shelton Lewis, Lakai Rowland, and Joker Johnson working at the corners. That's three players, two spots there. I think Braden Lee may get into the mix. He missed spring because of an injury, in another transfer from Maryland. But they've upgraded there tremendously, guys. I mean, it's just like when you see these videos on X or Instagram, whatever, where the receivers running past the defensive backs. That's not Joker. That's not Lakai. That's not Shelton Lewis they're running by. We're talking about first-team receivers running by third and fourth-team defensive backs. So there's no need to freak out there. And, and then the back end, getting Kamari House at the star. They've got Christian Harrison from Cincinnati at one of the safeties. They've got Miguel at the other one. I'm going to be honest with you. I would probably put Carter Stoudemire from Colorado at the other safety instead of Miguel. Or Miguel played, but I mean, I would probably start Carter Stoudemire there. I think he's a good player. He's got a lot of speed, got a lot of experience playing, and I feel more confident in him than I do Miguel. It's not a knock on Miguel; it's just an honest opinion. But the offensive line's had the same five starters for quite some time here. So they're looking good. It's a unit, and I feel good. If they don't have an injury, that's going to be the starting five. We're talking about Bryant Williams, and at one tackle, you got Kobe Branham from down the south side at the one guard, Malachi Braylon from Memphis at the other guard, and then of course the center is the same one, Caden Kittler, that went to media days and started last year, and then the other one is Kavion Broussard, the left tackle who transferred in from Ole Miss last year. Played some, but was hurt, I think, if I remember right. I know he played some. He didn't start, but he's got a chance to be the left tackle this year. And he took control of that in the spring and hasn't let go of it.
Man, a lot of new faces, a lot of moving around.
Yeah.
Hey, Otis, we were talking about the release the U of A sent out yesterday about how there's been more money raised and a lot of it's going to the football program. You understand this, talking to these recruits, perhaps better than the rest of us. We'd like to not think everything's about money, but I think deep in our hearts we kind of know better. Just overall, the overall vibe, the roster this year, what it may look like moving forward. Have they made advances in that area, I guess is what I'm asking.
Yes, they have. And, I've talked to coaches about that, and they – as I said one day when you asked, I think you guys asked me about Van Horn. Somebody felt like Van Horn didn't get as much money last year as he thought, or maybe Van Horn didn't think so. And I said, no coach ever gets everything, all the money. And that's not knocking any coach. That's true of any coach in the country. They will never tell you they've got all they need as far as money. But, I think they have made advances there. And I think and it's not basketball's still got money. Baseball's has been in better shape this year. So, but I think football is, of course – there again, guys, we know so much is going to ride on this season. I mean, they're preaching optimism right now. Ryan Silverfield's undefeated at Arkansas. And there's a lot of positive momentum towards raising more money at Arkansas right now, especially for football. But, boy, I mean, how much will that depend on how the season goes? I've got to believe they're going to lose some momentum if the season goes in the tank pretty early again. that's my fear anyway. I don't know if it's true or not. And I know people are going to give Brian more than 1 year, but I do think it could halt some of the momentum if they don't come. And I'm not talking about winning the national championship or being like Indiana and getting a championship game. That's not realistic. I'm talking about competing. There's some games they can win. There's some games they can win on that schedule. Yes, it's a tough schedule. It'll be tough next year. It was tough last year. It'll be tough 2 years from now. It's just the way it is in the SEC. You're not going to have an easy schedule. But if they can put together some wins after the A&M game and before the LSU and Texas games, there's 5-game stretch there, guys, where Auburn, South Carolina, Vanderbilt, Missouri, and one other team. Tennessee. Tennessee. There's those 5 games. They need to make some. They need to put some W's up in those 5 games. Yeah. And because you start out with Georgia. I mean, you've got Georgia. I'm sorry. You get North Alabama and Tulsa early on. Yes, you've got Georgia. You've got A&M, and you've got Utah. But even if you start 2 and 3, and I'm not saying they will, but if they do start 2 and 3 there. Then you get in that 5-game stretch that I just named, and you could, if you could get 3 or 4 wins out of that 5, then you're going to be sitting pretty good. And you guys have covered this long. I mean, you've seen this much as I have. When you play LSU, you can throw records out the window. Every year it's a close game. I remember Houston Nutt's the last game here. They went down and beat the national champions in Baton Rouge. Nobody thought they were going to do that. And I'm not saying they'll do that this year, but I'm just saying anything can happen in that game, and it's almost the same way in Texas. I mean, those are games where you can almost throw the records out, so anything can happen. But if you can build some momentum with that 5-game stretch, this team could surprise some people. They really could.
I had Otis down 6 to 8 wins. That's what I heard. 6 to 8, lock it up. Otis Kirk, put it on the record. 6. No, I'm just kidding.
I think they'll win 6. I do.
Okay.
I said 5 is the floor, but I think they'll find a way to win 6. I'm not saying 8, but I do think they can. I think 6 is realistic. Maybe 7, but I would go more in the 6 range. Like I said, I'm talking about winning those non-conference games except for Utah. If you can win Utah, if you can beat Utah, then that changes a lot of things too. Then we might be talking 7 or more wins.
Any of that, to me, helps raise money. Any of that is
right.
Major positive momentum.
Otis, does that mean we know who the quarterback is?
I think it's KJ Jackson. Look, I'm going to be honest with you, and I'll probably get a call from Ryan cussing me out, but I don't think it's as close as they're telling us. I think KJ is the lead quarterback. I think he's going to be number 1, barring an injury, but I don't think it's as close as they're telling us. And I've seen the practice. I mean, I've seen what's open practices. We don't see the whole thing. And they've forgotten more than I know, but I'm just telling you, I don't think it's as close as we're being told, and I think KJ Jackson will be the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, that's been the conventional thought, and I don't, obviously we're not the coaches, and they got to do what they do. But I think what they're trying to do, not just at quarterback, but at virtually every position, is your job is not safe. Like this is, like people talk about this, and nobody's job safe and all that, but everybody kind of knows, this guy's a starter. I mean, the environment over there is basically screaming like you can lose wherever you are on the depth chart. You don't even know where you are on the depth chart. You just go play, and we're going to see who's all in. And that competitiveness is talked about, but it's not often executed on. I think that's the culture that they're creating, and that's why they haven't named a starting quarterback at this point. It sounds like to me you think people are sleeping on Arkansas a little bit. Like nobody has had anything, and I mean anything, good to say about this roster, this coach, this program since it turned the calendar in 2026 in January. Nothing.
How could Ryan Silverfield be the 16th ranked coach in his conference when he's beaten the guys that's ahead of him, like Alex Goss and those guys? He's beaten them. Sumrall, he's beaten them. So how did he get to be a worse coach? What they're doing, they're thinking, okay, Arkansas was 2-10 last year. That's the worst job in the SEC. I'm not saying this. That's what they're saying. So we're going to put Ryan Silverfield 16th. They're not basing that, and that's hypocritical. That's not what you're ranking. If you're ranking the coaches, then you take Arkansas, you take the job out of it. And Ryan Silverfield has got a record of 5-1 against these guys. So, I mean, then you put Ryan Silverfield higher than 16th. If you want to rank the jobs and you're going on last year and you put 16, and so much of this stuff is based on last year, I get that, but that coach's ranking is
It's garbage
hypocritical because it's not. Yeah, it's garbage and hypocritical because they're not ranking the coaches; they're ranking the jobs. They think Arkansas is going to go 2-10 or was 2-10 last year, and they're going to may do it again, and that's why they've got Ryan 16th. That's not fair. That's not what. If you're ranking coaches, then that's not why you rank them in the order of coaches. You forget. I'm at Arkansas, I'm at Auburn, I'm at Florida, I'm here, I'm there. You forget that, and so I think it's a bunch of garbage myself.
Let them do it. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's said a word positive about Arkansas. I don't know if it's because they don't know anything about Arkansas. I don't know if they don't know any of these players. I don't know what the reason is. I think some of them you just listed. But now we've seen practice for 2 days. We've had you on. We've had Trey Biddy on. We've talked to other people that have been at practice. Yeah. And all I hear is they're better than they were last year. I don't know how many games they're going to win, but they addressed all these needs. They've got leading tacklers off other teams. They got guys that played on other teams. They got other Power 4 conference players.
Yeah.
It's like people think they're walking out there with guys that eat at the Golden Corral every other day and don't work out.
Hey,
I'll
Otis.
tell you what,
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you real quick what
All
an
right.
insider over there told me at the inside of you. Obviously, I can't say who it was. They told me it's night and day different than last year. It is night and day different than the past.
Night and day.
I can't say, but just night and day different. I mean, it's so. And you're talking about the culture stuff.
What kind of coach is Silverfield in practice? You've watched a lot of coaches over the years. How would you describe Silverfield?
Well, he's in the middle of everything. I mean, he's a hands-on. He's Sam was kind of, and this is not knocking anybody. I'm not saying one method's better than the other. I'm just saying Sam was laid back and, when fighting some health issues and stuff, and more laid back. Whereas Ryan's right there in the middle of everything, and I think that's. We'll see if that's good.
He's like
I think
you,
it
Otis.
is, but
he's like you. He's like you, right in the middle of everything.
Oh, yeah. I'm more like Sam. I'm laid back, man. I try to be anyway because I get he reminds me of my age every time I go out there, man.
It's true.
I'm with you.
That heat is
I watched
undefeated.
poor old Ron
you.
Roberts out there, man. He looked like he was
It's
talking.
real. It's real. Well, that's that's
brutal.
what I've seen, and that's what I've heard. And again, this isn't Kool-Aid Corner. It's somebody's got to actually report on what's here and what's going on, and not this "we suck again." That's just such a blanket statement, But I mean, that's the feel. And when I talk to these guys, they're like, "Oh yeah, we hear that stuff. It's not even a thing for us." I mean, they all came here to get after it, and they got buy-in. I mean, just yesterday. Trey was talking about how two guys had changed their bodies, Braylon Russell and Jaden Platt.
Yeah.
In the offseason. Well, that's buy-in. That's part of its coaching, but then you got to have buy-in for somebody being in to do that.
Well, especially with Braylon Russell, because everybody had him leaving after the year before last. They had him leaving after last year. And did he leave? No. The kid came back, changed his body, and bought into the system. Yeah, that's a complete buy-in. And it's from players that maybe – and I think that goes back to what I said earlier when somebody told me about it's completely changed night and day from last year. Braylon Russell didn't buy in as much last year like he has this year. That's the new deal. It's completely changed. And look, they're not running out the same team that they ran out there last year. Went 2-10. They're running out a lot of new players. I named the secondary. I mean, and the same way at linebacker. I mean, the same way at defensive line. Yeah, you've got Quincy Rhodes, but you've also got a lot of newcomers. You've got same way on that offensive line. Yeah, you got Kobe Branham and Caden Kidler, which you should have. But you've got other guys that are new. And one thing they did do, they kept some guys like Braylon Russell, like Kobe Branham, Caden Kittler, Quincy Rhodes, KJ, some of the better players from last year. they kept them. They were able to retain those guys. And I'm leaving people out. I can't name everybody. We don't have time. But I'm just saying, you see what I'm saying? They kept some key players from last year and then brought in new players. It's kind of complimented the returning players who they felt like were legit players, and then compliment them with new players who can take it to another level. And that's what they're trying to do. And that's why I say you can't just say they're going to go 2-10 in sight, because it's not a completely new team, but it's a lot of a new team. And there's new buy-in from guys. And Braylon Russell is a perfect example of that. Well, I mean, Jaden Platt too, but Braylon Russell's a guy that it's been out there, y'all. He's not happy here. He's going to leave. You know, he's going to do this. He's going to do that. The guy's in his third year here. He's buying into Coach Silverfield and his staff.
Yeah.
Completely different deal.
I mean,
that's an example of why it's better.
A big year. We're just over here preaching the Razorback gospel today. We're past the plate around right after we're done. Otis, I'm just going to play the fight song. That was great. Thank you very much.
Otis.
That was fantastic. Way to go,
guys,
Otis.
I'll see ya.
Good stuff.
You, man.
Yes, sir. Otis Kirk bringing the wood today. He brought that wood, Chuck.
He did. Otis always brings it.
He sure did.
And they always bring it at Fayetteville Auto Park, too, guys. Let me mention this before we go to a break. I love my Chevy Silverado truck. I'm just going to tell you that. I love it. Now, that's not all they've got at Fayetteville Auto Park. They got a lot of great brands, Honda, Acura, Chevy, Toyota, great pre-owned. Whether it's a pickup truck, whether it's a sedan, whether it's an SUV, whatever you've got in mind, they've got it. Great selection. You see it the minute you drive onto the lot. But after the sale, that's where they really separate themselves. You're going to find that your relationship's really just beginning. Lots of times when you buy something and you drive away, that's the end of it. At Fayetteville Auto Park, it's really just beginning. Service department, collision center, they've got it all. They want you to come back too. That's why they've been doing it for over 25 years. They are, they've got a great selection right here in Fayetteville, and you can log on to FayettevilleAutoPark.com.
And Chuck and Bo on Demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. And if you're not fired up now, I don't know what else to do for you.
Yeah,
I mean, let's just get after it for the next 40 minutes.
Call right
it's
now.
Friday. Chuck and Bo show. Get in. Nobody gets you ready for football season quite like the Chuck and Bo show.
That's right.
Nobody.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Are you a real estate agent looking for more than just a place to hang your license? Then it's time to discover the difference at Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. At Weichert, you'll find industry-leading training, powerful marketing tools, hands-on support, and a team that's invested in your success. Whether you're a brand new agent or a seasoned professional, Weichert gives you the resources you need to grow your business and reach your goals. Ready to learn more? Text CAREER to 479-306-6139. Your next chapter starts here.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
Hey, I'm sorry if this makes too much sense. I am more than happy to hear where I'm off on this.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville. Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life. When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yuengling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yuengling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly. Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
I'll tell you one thing, but listen, what a great show. The best sports show in the state is, no doubt, the Chuck and Bo Show. No doubt about it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
It's only taken 2 full days of training camp to get fired up. And we know how to do it. We brought Trey on. We brought Otis on. Who are we going to have on Monday? We're going to keep this momentum going. There's no reason to be negative until the first loss. I mean, at that point, we'll have every opportunity to react in every negative way you want. And then you react game to game, however you want. Also, there will be a progression thing going on. You'll have games to react to, but you're like, what's the progression that we're seeing here? Is there a progression? By the way, Heather Maxey has texted into the show and wants to know when Bart's going to talk about Alabama. Bart, your thoughts?
When is that moment going to come?
Any just Alabama,
just anything
Crimson
about
Tide
Alabama.
moment.
Yeah.
Well, Alabama. I mean, I'm fairly high on Alabama this year. I think they're.
Sing it, Bart.
Sing it, Bart.
Yay,
Dun,
Alabama.
dun, dun.
That's what I know.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know
Something about going to the Rose Bowl.
Look, I think Alabama's going to have a really good year. I think they're probably going to make the college football playoff. I'm higher on them than most, I think. And in large part, it's because I think Kalen DeBoer's established himself now. Okay, we can bring the music on anytime.
That's like the old Dave Letterman segment.
Yeah.
Quit calling me Chief.
Yeah.
You have to ask him to quit calling you Chief. Hey, Chief, how's it going down there, Chief?
Sport.
I think Kalen DeBoer is settled in. Anytime you come into a new place where you're replacing a legend, it takes a little bit to kind of, install your own system of how you're going to do things, how you're going to run the program. And I think he's had time to do that. I think he's a really good coach. I think Kalen DeBoer is one of the best coaches in college football. That is a really big job at Alabama. But when you look at their schedule, and they've got tough games, certainly. They play Georgia and Tuscaloosa, A&M in Tuscaloosa, LSU in Baton Rouge. But it's really manageable, and I would expect them to be 10-2 and make the college football playoff and be in the mix for the SEC title. I think they're going to be that good.
There you go.
Look,
So all you have to do is be an Alabama fan, and you
Look.
see this side of bar. Yeah, we're going to be great.
Absolutely. Roll
I will
Tide.
say unsettled at quarterback. You know, they will have a new starting inexperience at quarterback, which can hurt you in this league. We've seen it here at Arkansas, but you know, they just have so much talent. And I think it'll be kind of a different look to the Alabama offense this year. Won't look the same as it has the past couple of years. But I'm high. They're one of the teams, along with Georgia and Texas, that I think are going to have really good seasons.
This reminds me of Bart getting cornered at Big Creek.
I was
holding
thinking
court.
the same
He's
thing.
holding court right there.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about just a knack for telling
Just
people exactly
rattle it
what they
off.
want to hear.
Just rattle
right
it
there. I mean, right there.
That's just, I mean, that's just how I. You know,
He's trying to
that's
win
how
Heather
I,
back over.
That's right.
That's how.
That's
Look,
right.
that's just how I feel about them. I mean, if you would have asked me to tell me what I think about Missouri, I would have said, well, I think it's going to be a really tough year.
Yeah. Well, this is Heather, and it's about Alabama.
You know,
wanted to win her
I think
back.
Oklahoma's going to underachieve this year.
My name's
Like,
Chuck. What do you think about Arkansas? Bart?
well, I think it's going to be a tough
Chuck
year for the
Berry.
Razorbacks, Chuck.
Chuck and Bo show. You don't agree with Otis? You
I
don't
do
see
not.
6
no.
wins.
You
No,
don't
I
agree with
don't.
Trey
Don't bring us
Benning or
down.
Otis?
I'm not. Well, that's why I don't know. I don't know why
Let's
you
not-
asked me.
Well,
you know.
we were seeing if you.
Well,
were
you were so
kinda
positive
playing
about Alabama.
Yeah.
We were going to see if it carried
Well,
over
it's a
to
very
our
different,
team. To
very
our
different,
team.
very different
You're
situation.
sour. You're sour.
Very different
You're one of these
situation.
people
It's
that are
always
sour.
greener on the other
you got,
side.
You got soured.
Always green
Yes.
over there.
Yes, you got soured on Arkansas like everybody else. You got smudges all over your
yeah.
glasses.
Utah,
You're wandering around
New
in the wilderness.
Mexico,
Oh yeah,
Alabama.
honestly, Bart,
I
it's,
think-
it's,
I don't know how-
hate to say it, but it's pathetic. It is pathetic how you have been
right.
turned. Your name's on the damn sidewalk down there, and you've walked away from your school,
I haven't
your
walked
people,
away.
your community, family.
I
You've
haven't-
turned
no.
your back.
Oh, that's not true.
You have. You've
no.
walked. You've walked.
No.
Have you even been down there and looked at your name recently on the sidewalk? Go down there and look at it. Have a minute today. Maybe smoke a cigarette if it makes you feel better, and just
Smoke
stand
free
there
campus.
and
Smoke
ask
free
yourself,
campus.
what happened to me? What happened to my attitude?
I think my attitude is fine. I think the Arkansas football program.
Is your name on the walk at Denny Chimes down there in Tuscaloosa? Have you asked that your name be transferred? Are you in the portal?
No,
You're-
no.
you're
I'm
in the
very
fan
You're
proud.
not in the senior walk portal?
I'm very proud to be an alum
Okay.
of the University of Arkansas.
You just don't think they're going to have a good year?
I just don't think it's going to be.
And you think
particularly
Alabama's
good.
going to be great, and Kalen DeBoer's like, the second coming?
Well, I didn't say that.
What
Pretty
if they are?
close.
What if they
Pretty
are?
close.
What if Arkansas makes a bowl game?
Then that would be
What
awesome.
What are you
That would
willing
be
to
great.
do? What are you willing to do if they make a bowl
Be
game?
very happy. I would be very happy.
No, let's
Yeah,
make
that's not hard.
let's make something out of this. What are you willing to do?
You can't go from they're terrible to, I'm really
Not gonna
happy
be any
now.
good. Just,
I-
Chad
guys.
Morris isn't there anymore.
I understand that.
He's at Clemson.
I understand that. But when you look at this roster that Arkansas, I mean, do you want to get into it? I'll tell you every single reason
We've been
why
into
it's
it.
not going to be a great, why I don't think it's going to be a great year.
We've been into it.
It's just my opinion.
It was the contrast in your views on Arkansas and Alabama that
That got
just
Chuck.
stood
That's
out.
what got Chuck.
Alabama's a hell of a lot better than Arkansas. What the hell do you want me to say?
Heather really won the segment, didn't she? She had everything she wanted out of the segment.
Heather, I'll get him stirred up.
going.
I'll get him going. I'll get him going. I'll get him talking.
What do you want me to say? I hate to
it.
say it, but Texas is a hell of a lot better than Arkansas right now.
You need to
Throw
say it
out the
louder.
records. Throw out the records. when they
Georgia's
play.
a hell of a lot better than Arkansas.
We're not
right
talking
now.
about Georgia.
Well, they're on the schedule. We have to talk about
It's one
them.
game. It's one game. That's one game. That's 2 games if you count Texas. But Otis said throw out the records in that game. So I'm going to throw out the
Bart, is
records.
Kurt Signetti a flash in the pan? How's Indiana going to be this year?
No, I don't think Kirk Signetti is a flash in the pan. I think he's a great coach.
Chuck's like 1-year-old rider pushing buttons, trying to hear what sounds they make.
Indiana's going to have another really good year as a product of their schedule.
There's a certain amount of truth
It's
to
like
that.
you bought Bart at Target and you brought him in here.
Wind
and
him
you're
up.
just
Wind
pushing
him up.
the button and see what comes out. Actually, that's a great idea. We could sell that. We could have you could have an SEC board and buttons on it, and it's like the Bart board. And whenever you push that team's button, Bart just goes bananas.
You know what we need?
Oh, it's funny.
We need like a
better
stuffed
get $20
Bart
million
with like a
for
drawstring on the back. You pull it, and then he just a random
he just
take.
starts, like, blasting people.
Yeah.
And you can
It's like
update
Woody
it.
from Toy Story.
Yeah, it can update like an iPhone.
Yeah.
Like you plug it in, it updates
Yes.
overnight,
God
and you
almighty.
pull it the next day.
The Bart operating system
Someone
has a new
save
update.
us.
It's just,
Someone
that's twice you've said that today. Oh, What to Watch is brought to you by Macadoodles. Macadoodles is a fantastic shopping experience. Their customer service is unrivaled. Their selection's unrivaled. If it's hard to find, they probably have it. They have everything. And they've got great pricing across the board. 15% off every bottle of wine on Wine Down Wednesdays. Getting ready for the weekend, Macadoodles just north of Bella Vista and Pineville, and at Guess Who in Bentonville can get you set up with whatever you need. What are we watching this weekend besides Bart and his wind-up doll?
Don't love that. Not a lot going on this weekend in terms of sports, guys.
We don't have any football?
I'm
We
gonna
don't
be
have any
honest.
football preseason? Nothing?
Preseason week 1 technically starts next week. We have to
Okay.
wait till next Thursday.
Are they going to be re-airing the preseason
Yeah, what's
game
on the
for Hall of
NFL
Fame?
Network?
Probably
this
on a
weekend?
loop. Yeah. Probably on a loop. There are some
Go back
fun
and watch
preseason
Arkansas's
matchups next
2 wins
week.
from last year. Reruns of that.
Don't love that.
All right, so we don't have anything to watch this week.
There's baseball. Yeah.
Golf?
Is there any golf?
The Wyndham Championship is on this week as well. In terms of
What
golf.
about the W?
There are some games tonight on the W. Yeah. There are a couple
Is
of
that
games.
the WNBA?
Yeah,
That's right.
WNBA.
Okay.
That's right. There are. Let's see. I'm looking to see if there's anything.
Did y'all see that $10 million bet that Clay Travis threw out there?
Yes. Who do you think would win?
Let's
the
see.
high school.
Who do you think would win?
The Phoenix
Let's
Mercury.
get that going.
The
Let's have
Phoenix
spark.
Mercury at the Connecticut Sun, the Atlanta Dream, and the Washington Mystics, and the Golden State Valkyries are at the Dallas Wings
stop.
and our good friend Mike Neighbors.
Okay, thank
All
you. Who do you think would win Clay Travis's bet, Bart?
What is this?
The
I don't pay
Aces-
attention to anything he says.
The Aces,
You need to
the
pay
Aces,
attention to
last
this.
year's WNBA champion. He says whoever wins the high school state championship, boys basketball, I think in Tennessee, whoever wins it would absolutely beat the Aces. Of
He
the
said if the
WNBA.
Aces beat that state high school championship team, he would pay $10 million
to the Aces.
if the Aces won that game. Bart, thoughts?
No, pass.
8:34.
No, thank you.
But the thought before
not going there.
before you said
I'm
you'll
not-
pass, I'm
not-
sure Chuck and I will hear during the break.
I'm not engaging with Clay Travis.
I mean, look, this is what we do. We heal the hurting. We touch the hearts. We talk about the things that matter to people.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, at Chevrolet of Fayetteville, you can save up to $12,000 off MSRP on Silverados. It's the freedom to save right now at Chevy of Fayetteville. Save up to $12,000 on new 2026 Silverados. Plus, make no payments for 90 days during the Freedom to Save event at Chevrolet of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park. Together, let's drive. ChevroletofFayetteville.com.
Are you or a loved one struggling with addiction? There is hope. John 316 Ministries is a free, faith-based 501c3 program that has helped more than 3,000 people transform their lives over the past 23 years. This long-term inpatient program includes lodging, counseling, medical care, and job training, all at no cost to you. In a period of 6 months to a year, you could graduate with a trade, a purpose, and a fresh start. A spiritual boot camp for men and a safe refuge for women. Log into john316thecure.com.
Kids, there's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Obviously, Ryan Silverfield's had a lot of success, right? Like we're not, breaking any news there. 50-25, twice as many wins as losses, 27-21 in conference play as a head coach, at a job that has been a successful place for the most part over the past decade and a half or so. When you look at the coaches that have been at Memphis, now can Silverfield break kind of the streak of guys going on from Memphis and having a lot of success because the guys that came before him didn't they jumped to bigger jobs and quite frankly it hasn't worked out. Can he break that trend? I think he can. But look, Arkansas hasn't been in a really truly competitive position in the SEC for a while, other than one really good year under Sam Pittman. And so I think that honestly, like if we're being really honest about this whole conversation,
let's be honest.
I think a lot of it still comes back to Chad Morris. I think people still have that in their mind. I'm being dead serious. I think people still, when they think of Arkansas football, they think of those Chad Morris teams and how pathetic they were. Like truly pathetic. The worst football team that has ever existed in the SEC.
But that's been over 5 years ago now.
I understand that, but I think people still feel that, right? When they think of Arkansas, they think of Chad Morris. They think of how bad it went.
Do you really think that?
I think.
You think people think of Chad Morris?
I think the Chad Morris era, if you want to call it that, was so bad that the outside world still thinks of that when they think of Razorback football.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show on Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Part and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Your favorite word, respectfully.
Yeah.
You suck.
Anytime, and I include myself in this, if the word respectfully or with all my respect comes out, somebody's
with all my respect.
Somebody's about to get it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Bart wants to offer a correction.
Is there a correction coming, Bart?
An addition.
Before you do that, let me tell you, if Teamwork Roofing and Construction doesn't get it right, they're going to come back and they're going to take care of it. But that doesn't really happen because they're so attentive to details.
Yeah.
And up front, they're going to tell you what you need, what's happening. They're going to quote you, and then they're going to stick with that. It's not going to change. They're not a moving goalpost. They'll also help you with finances. So if you need your roof or remodel done now, but you can't afford it till later, they'll help you with that. 0 down, 0%, 12 months, low monthly payments, those kind of things. So teamworkbuilt.com is the website. Teamworkbuilt.com. Built on quality, powered by Teamwork. All right, what'd you screw up?
Well, I wasn't wrong per se when I said.
Well, you're never wrong.
You are wrong. No one's saying you're wrong.
That there's nothing on this weekend. It's just that ESPN has.
Yeah. Tide.
Go ahead.
It's that ESPN notices this as well. This is the ESPN 8 the Ocho weekend on ESPN2. Where they have all the. I'm going to give you a list of some of the things that you can watch today. How about adult kickball? Can I interest anybody in that?
Yes.
The 2026 Roof Ball U.S. Open.
Now, what's that?
Like throw it up on the roof.
I'm not sure what that is.
Right?
I have no idea. Never heard of it.
Edward knows.
I spotted that on a TV a couple months ago at a dining establishment.
Like
and
Chive
it was
TV?
like the most.
What is it?
No, it was on ESPN. You have a football. It's played with a normal football, and you're throwing it on the roof, and of a building, like a slanted, shingled roof of a building. And I have no idea how the scoring works. I don't know what the objective is.
It'd be not to fall off the roof.
The players got really upset, like
attention.
threw their ball cap whenever the ball went over the roof. So I'm assuming that's a big penalty. It also looked like they were trying to wrap the football, like throw it and make it bounce around the ventilation, like the whirlybirds on the roof.
Like a trick shot, trick throw.
Like that was extra points, and then you got to catch it when it comes back down.
Well,
they made a whole scoring system.
Is this going to be an Olympic sport?
There was like a judge panel.
Might already be.
There was like a judging panel, a referee. I mean, it was a whole thing.
How could you miss that, Bart?
Well,
that's what I observed.
If that doesn't tickle your fancy, we've got combat archery.
Wow.
Combat archery. We've got the 2026 housekeeping games. The
housekeeping games?
Yeah, you heard me.
What are we doing with that?
I'm guessing it's chores around the house, I guess.
What in the
best vacuumer?
We've got the Papa Shot National Championship, and here's the prime time. This is what it's all about. Slippery Stairs Prime Time Chaos Tour. And if that doesn't get you fired up to live, I don't know what will.
Holy cow, man. Programming has really taken on.
Well, you got a lot of channels out there right now. What time does that start?
It's all day on ESPN2.
Ah, good deal. It's Friday.
Yep. So,
well, if you need a flight by England,
you might need an entire case.
You might need that. You might need a Warfield whiskey. You might just want to get
or an entire
try
bottle.
Everything out while you're if it make it slightly more entertaining. I don't know if they'll have it on at walk-ons, but you can ask. Hey, can you put the Ocho on today?
I bet they do.
I bet they have.
Yeah,
it's ESPN2.
ESPN2
sit over there
into
in the
the
corner
Ocho.
by yourself, watch it.
Absolutely, 60+ televisions in every location, and you can watch Good Housekeeping today.
The 2026 housekeeping games.
Flight by Yingling's 95 calories. Tastes like a Yingling, but it's a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer parties.
Look at this. Look at
Party's
the
giggling.
tile.
Look at the vacuum cleaner. Look at that graphic.
Vacuum cleaner.
Wow. Look at that graphic. Are we showing that on the stream? Yes. Yeah, but hold that up to the camera. Look at that. Look at that graphic right there. That looks like curling, except it's a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, I mean he's actually vacuuming.
Carpet.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. The housekeeping.
That's a guy doing that. That's a guy doing that.
What is the practice plan, the pre-workout, that you build up to competition with
I
these
don't know.
games?
Probably keep a pretty clean house.
This is so dumb. Wow. What a deal.
But it's on television.
It's on television. Yeah.
Someone's out selling that.
Who's the
Hey, you want to buy some time on we're going to show some guys vacuuming.
Mm-hmm.
We got an idea. So what is it you'd say you do here?
Yeah. Could you write down all the things you do for us here?
Literally.
Tell us. It's 8:46. Good mercy. Chuck and Bo Show. Happy Friday. Derek, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
How about them hogs, gentlemen?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
We want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Razorbacks. Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com. Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You got it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acura, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club and Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club and Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Yeah, see, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today.
Hey, it's Bo. I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com. Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club and Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club and Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Arthur is in Vermont. Hogs play tonight. Arthur, good morning.
Good morning. I'm owning the day, but I can't really say I'm happy about it.
The Chuck and Bo
I want to
Show.
remind you of the excitement we've had here the last 2 days. Today, Otis Kirk had Arkansas winning 6 games and was making a case that maybe 7 or 8. Trey Biddy he got us excited yesterday.
And I think that they have a roster that is good enough. If they can do those things, penalties, turnovers, special teams, if they can do those things, and they have a quarterback that is at least competent, that doesn't just kill them, that they could get to a bowl game.
Well, I mean, what a way to go into the weekend.
There were some ifs there. There are some qualifiers.
There are.
Always are.
But, I mean, there's so many people who don't even bother to give a chance. They're
you're right.
This is ridiculous. Why are we even talking about my heart's been broken so many times. We're terrible. And I'm just kind of over that mentality. And, Bart, I'm talking to you. Purdue has a new athletic director. The unenviable task of becoming the Purdue athletic director. That is handed to Tom McClellan. Tom McClellan was at Rice prior to coming to Purdue. Yesterday, he tried to win the press conference.
Every recruit, every current student athlete will hear this message repeatedly. We are here to win championships. If you don't want to win championships, go to Indiana.
That's not quite the same as I win, Google me. But that's his shot.
If you don't want to win championships, go to the team that won the national championship last year and beat us 56-3. And the year before that, beat us 66-0. This is trying to win the press conference.
Every current student athlete will hear this message repeatedly. We are here to win championships. If you don't want to win championships, go to Indiana.
Now, obviously, this has gone viral. And not because it was a good thing. But because he sounds like an idiot. They just won the national championship. They were the biggest story in college football, the biggest turnaround in college football history.
What was bad, too, was he read it. It's not like he said it from the heart. I mean, you could tell he was reading. Yeah, he was reading from a sheet of paper.
That is true.
I mean,
listen to the cadence.
Every recruit, every current student athlete will hear this message repeatedly. We are here to win championships. If you don't want to win championships, go to Indiana.
To be fair, he's coming from Rice, so I don't know that he's actually seen a second of college football over the last.
He doesn't understand championship football. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. I don't know that he's paid attention.
You should call him and go, "Hey, I'm from Arkansas. Let me tell you about championship football." and then give him the attitude that you've given us today.
Yeah.
I hope on Monday you come back in here with a renewed fervor for your program, your school.
Bart, your assignment this week is
alumni.
figure out a way for the Razorbacks to go to a bowl game, and then articulate that first thing Monday morning.
Change your attitude. And
Yeah.
then do that.
I will tell you how it can happen. Now, it won't be my opinion, but I'll tell you how it can happen.
Now, change your attitude. Spend this weekend. I want you to spend a lot of mirror time this weekend. I want you to spend a lot of time looking in the mirror and just until you see what I'm seeing.
Start
just
with the man
stay
in the
there.
mirror.
Hey, Oaklawn.com. Not too late to book a few days. Have a great time. Go to Oaklawn.com, Arkansas's only casino resort. Have a great
Summer
weekend.
in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yingling